Hello, this is Miss Candy from TPOT Media. Welcome to Dark X Dark X Dark X Dark Dark X Dark X Dark X. Think about this. Think about this. Dark X Dark X Dark X Dark X. Yeah, X. Dark X Dark X Dark X. You understand? Dark X Dark X Dark X. Yeah, X. You understand? Dark X Dark X Dark X. Yeah, X.
Peace, folks, and welcome back to another edition of the Popular Thought Series right here on the old TPOT YouTube page. I'm your host, X, of course, but you knew that already. That's why you are here. Tonight, of course, is DXL, Dark X Live, and I got a special show for y'all tonight. Tonight, we're going to be recognizing, as you can see from the title right here, it's recognizing the red pill. Now, tonight, Of course, y'all know on Thursday nights, we have a cast of the usual suspects on deck. But you might see some not so usual suspects tonight. Let's see how it's going to turn out. I did talk to a bunch of the Red Pill brothers today, and it's going to be some Red Pill talk. So if you have sensitive ears, okay, if your ears are sensitive, this is what I suggest you do. Leave this channel right now, or you can stay and just suck it the hell up. Those are your choices, because tonight is going to be crazy, because some of the usual suspects that actually show up. Hey, what's good, Asia Travel Guy? What's good, Lady Azula, Vancouver Guy? I see y'all up there. Y'all know some of the usual suspects. They're going to come up here and act a plumb fool. So, going to have them up here and a few other Red Pill brothers. So, tonight is going to be a night that you're going to have to put the kids to bed. So, let me go ahead and give my disclaimer right now. The following presentation is not suitable for young viewers. Parental discretion is advised. In other words, put the kids away. This isn't the G-rated stuff that we do on Wednesday nights, but y'all know that already. Hey, what's good, brother James T? I see you up there, brother. This isn't the usual G-rated stuff, like we do on Wednesdays. I mean, this is going to be rated R, and it might even creep on over to X, So this is Dark Exodus. So it's going to get real dark up in here in a little bit. I've already sent out all the links to the brothers, so they're going to be filing in here momentarily. So if you're going to leave, now's the time. Yeah, now's the time. Okay? Because I cannot be responsible for what goes into your ears from this moment on. But also, what I need to do, like I always do at the start of the show, thank my contributors, my supporters, my viewers. That's something I always do. I want to thank all of y'all for your subscriptions, because the subscriptions are rising. I can't believe it, man. I mean, I got to say this, and not to sound too sappy right now, but this is a serious moment. You folks, I mean, I'm overwhelmed by the amount of support I get, because make no mistake, I know that my channel is small. I don't have 50,000 subscribers or nothing like that. I barely got 2,000 right now, but for some reason, you folks, y'all support the hell out of this channel. I mean, y'all do. I mean, y'all subscribe, y'all watch my videos, y'all show up at the live streams, and you contribute your coins, something that you don't have to do. You don't have to spend your hard-earned coins on this platform, but you choose to do so. And I'm humbled. I'm honored. I appreciate the support, and not just the money, man. The coins is good. I mean, because everybody likes money. Anyone who says they don't like money is telling a damn lie. I mean, everybody likes money, but it's not all about the money. I mean, it's the subscribing, the support, the watching, all of that stuff. Peace. What's going on, Lady Neon? I see you up there. All of that stuff, man. The way y'all support this channel, man, it's like, I can't believe the way y'all support this channel, man. I'm humble. I'm honored. I'm grateful. And I thank you. Y'all know I always start the show like that, because I do appreciate what you do. I do. Because I say again, y'all don't have to support this channel with your hard-earned coins, man, but you choose to do so. So you see value in this platform. So I'm gonna try to continue to give you that value. You got my word on that. So once again, I thank y'all. So on with the show. Hey, WOTP, I see you up there. Like I was saying earlier, tonight is going to be a wicked and wild night. I have assembled the usual suspects, so it's going to get crazy. I have assembled, the J Shines and the Nagones and the War Secrets and the Game Changers alike. Y'all know, y'all are familiar with the name, so it's gonna get a little gritty in here tonight. Yeah, it's gonna get a little gritty. But that's DXL. DXL is gritty. It's Dark Exodus Live, so it is gritty. It's going to be a gritty night, and like we always do on Thursday, we brothers come in here, man, and it's the Berserkers Barrage on Thursday. I mean, that's the only way I can describe it. It's the Berserkers Barrage, so but y'all know how it is on Thursday night. So I don't even have to tell you, I don't have to keep repeating it. But tonight we're gonna talk about this red pill thing, man. And by now, any of you that are on media, we'll probably talk about a little bit of the MGTOW stuff too. I mean, I had some MGTOW brothers on the show last night. We might get into that a little bit too, but tonight we kind of focusing on the red pill brothers. We're going to listen to some of the red pill philosophy. We're going to hear the some of the red pill ideology. We're going to hear a lot of the red pill take on things, all that. So, fasten your seatbelts, okay? It's going to be a rough ride. Now, from what I understand about the so-called red pill, because it comes from the Matrix. All of y'all seen the Matrix. Y'all know what that come from. It comes from, you take the red pill, you see the reality. If you take the blue pill, you're in a dream, right? So people that have, quote unquote, taken the red pill or live according to the red pill philosophy are people who see things for what they are, right? They don't live in a fantasy land. They don't cape for folks. They don't give you a pass just because you're black. They don't give you a pass just because you got a vagina. None of that kind of crap. I mean, everything is pretty much, it is what it is when it comes to the red pill philosophy. Now, many of us, we are probably red pill and don't even realize. We probably just don't label ourselves as, quote unquote, red pill. We probably don't do that. But if you're a person that see things for what they are, you're a realist. You're not you're not living in some fantasy or some living under some false pretenses, or you don't live your life like you're on fantasy island. You probably can be considered a red pill person. You understand? You probably can be considered a red pill person. Now, what you have to wonder is this: how red pill are you? Because you may see things realistically on one side of things and then see them in a fantasy on the other side, right? Now, are you totally red pill, or are you just red pill when you're around the brothers, and then when you get around your woman, now you're blue pill again, or you're purple pill, or whatever the hell they call it? So I mean, when you're talking about the red pill, you're talking about seeing things for what they are, period. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Lady Neon. It's all about your whole lifestyle, your whole philosophy, how you see the world, how you see life. I believe that is the core. Now, other brothers can explain it better than me, I would imagine, but that is the core of how you see life, how you live life, and how you apply your philosophies to life. I believe that is the red pill thing. Okay. Now, I tell brothers all the time, they talk this red pill shit. See, I was red pill back before red pill was red pill. You understand? When I was a young guy, I ain't take no shit. I ain't take tea for the fever. I didn't give a damn how I talk to women. I call them hoes and bitches and all that kind of stuff. And the way I applied my life, I was very straightforward, very to the point, very abrupt, very brash as a young guy. I see y'all met me when I got old. See, I'm old now. See, y'all didn't know me. okay, 20, 30 years ago, you probably wouldn't be able to stand me if you knew me 20, 30 years ago. Okay. You probably wouldn't be able to stand me at all because I was very short with people. I consider myself a realist back then, just like I do now. I older, I've become a little more tolerant of things, now that I'm a grandfather, I'm a father. But when I was younger, man, listen, I didn't care about hurting people's feelings. What was right was right. What was wrong. Up was up. Down was down. That was it. I didn't do a lot of catering to people's egos or feelings back then. Back then, my nickname used to be Lord Blackheart. That's what they used to call me. I mean, because I was hell on wheels when I was a young guy. I mean, I've calmed it down quite a bit. Okay, over the course of the last 20 to 30 years, I've kind of, I've eased back. Now, mind you, I don't take no bullshit. Okay, I don't take no bullshit from my family. I don't take no bullshit from my quote unquote friends. I don't take no bullshit with my business. Okay, I'm very straightforward when I operate my business. Anyone who does business with me knows that. As far as my family's concerned, I'm like that with all of them. I'm like that with my sons and my daughters. I'm very hard on them. I take a hard line with my wife. I take a hard line with my sisters and sisters-in-laws. That's just who I am. I could bring them in here right now, and they'll tell you, yeah, he's a schmuck. He's an ass. He's mean. That's what my wife and my daughters will tell you. Okay. Oh, hey, he's mean. Oh, dad is mean. I'm not mean. I'm just very to the point with them. I don't BS them and I don't stroke them because they're females. That I don't do. Okay. Because when you do that, you open the door for nonsense. So when it comes to that red pill philosophy, and I'm a married man, but trust me, I got a lot of red pill shit with me too. All right. Yeah, I got some red pill shit with me too. Because I don't put up with nonsense in my life. I just don't. I see things for what they are. I call a spade a spade. All right. I call a diamond a diamond. I call a heart a heart. I call a club a club. Not going to call a club a spade just because it's black. You understand? You understand? So that's how I get down. Now, the brothers that you see on media, the red pill brothers. Now, I've had my run-ins with some of the red pill brothers because I know a lot of the red pill brothers, they listen to my shit now because we buddies again. But I've had my run-ins with the red pill brothers. Yeah, I had my run-ins with them. It's a long story. It was over some bullshit that I don't even want to bore y'all with right now. But something I always say, some of your past adversaries often make good allies. So I have a decent relationship with the red pill brothers and the Ibmore brothers and the MGTOW brothers. I mean, because see, I get it. I mean, I get it. I get it. I understand. Okay, I understand why they are the way they are. And trust me, I mean, if I was their age, if I was younger, if I was 20, 30, and the way shit is now in the world, the way shit is in black society, I would be the exact same way. I'd probably be following the same philosophy as these brothers follow. I'd be red pill, MGTOW, Ibmore, all that shit rolled up into one if I was a young guy, like 25, because that's kind of how I was when I was a young guy. Just so happened as a young guy, I was with a woman and, I had a kid or two, during those times. So, it was a little different for me. I lived a little bit different kind of life then. I mean, I lived a different life then than I do now. I mean, because now, all my kids are adults. I don't have any small children, thank God. I don't have any little children. So basically, I only have to look out for me and my wife. That's it. I don't have to look out. I don't have to look out for nobody else. All my offspring are grown. So all I got to really look out for is me and my wife. Anybody outside of that is like extra. Yeah, they're extra, you know, and it's going to take a lot. You know, it will take a lot for me to kind of come out of that and be overly concerned outside of that. You know, I mean, y'all may say that I'm a simp, you know, for my wife, because my wife could get me to pretty much do any goddamn thing, you know, just to keep her quiet, you know, but she's the only one that can do that shit, you know, because she has earned that, you know. I do shit for her that I don't even want to do sometimes, you know, so, but she has earned that. She's earned the right for me to do pretty much anything she wants me to do. Now, when we're younger, a lot of us brothers, we're simps when we're young. We start out as simps, you know, especially those of us who've been raised by old black ass mama and just her alone. I mean, we have a tendency to have that blue pill simp thing. Why? Because our mother has indoctrinated it into us. You know, y'all know how biased I am about these old mamas. So, you know, I know that they kind of they forge that into brothers, you know, because I believe that a lot of these mothers just don't want respect and love. They want to be worshiped. So when you teach a, a young male child at a very young age to worship mama in kind as he grows, it's often projected out on the women that he encounters in his life. So he worships them too because he sees them all as mama. You understand? Do y'all understand? He worships mama. So of course he worships the women that he comes in contact with, just like he worships mama. So he gets out there and he'll simp for these hoes and do whatever these hoes want him to do, you know, and all of that because see, that's the same thing he did for his old black ass mama. Why? Because this is what she forced him to do. You understand? This goes deep, y'all. This isn't surface stuff. And I know when y'all hear this kind of stuff, you know, y'all get upset, you know, because y'all love your old mama. You know, I love my mama too, but I'm glad that my old man raised me and not her. Yeah, I'm glad he raised me and not her. You understand? Because, see, if I had been raised by my mother, primarily by my mother, I'd probably be a total different person. I know I would. I know I would. I'd be a totally different person. My philosophy would be different. My outlook would be different. My life would be different. Okay. I'd be old Sam, you know, like most of us usually are when we raised by old mama. That's just a fact. What's good, brother War? I see you down there, man.
Hey, how's it going? Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man, you made it, huh?
Yes, 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 yes. Enjoying your show.
Yeah, man. Well, I know you a red pill, brother. So why don't you go ahead and share with the folks some of your red pill philosophy? If
Okay, okay. What I notice is that, black guys raised by single mothers, they are always in search of female validation. Black dudes that are raised by single mothers that were verbally abusive to them, they grow up and they are basically passive towards women that are verbally abusive to them, and they accept that. So this is a conditioning a lot of black boys go through at a young age. When they have a mother that yells and that's always aggressive, these guys grow up and they are always trying to search for a way to make a female happy because their mom wasn't happy and he wanted to make his mom happy. So it's a strange thing, but that's what I noticed about a lot of these adult black guys who just simp, and they simp for women that are blatantly disrespecting them. Like the woman could be blatantly disrespecting this guy or disrespecting black men, but this simp would be kissing her ass still. It's because his mom raised him and his mom was verbally abusive. So he's used to that. So when becomes an adult, he goes out and when a woman does that and disrespects him, he doesn't put her in her place or he doesn't get away from her. He accepts it and he tries to make her happy. He just keeps trying to make her happy, but she's not going to be happy. You can never make a woman like her happy. But this guy is so fucked up in the head, he's going to keep trying.
telling you, like I was just telling the folks a few minutes ago, it's uh it's almost like worship. You know, where do you think that philosophy that these brothers talk about, you know, the black woman is God and also kind of nonsense, it comes from worshiping their old black ass mama. That's where it comes from. It comes from worship. They don't just love and respect their mothers, they worship her. Because, see, usually our mothers, they demand worship from you, especially if you're a male child. They demand worship from you, not like your father. Your father demands respect from you. Your mother demands worship. She'll rather take the worship over the respect because, see, respect is earned. You understand? When you worship something, whatever you're worshiping hasn't necessarily earned that worship or earned that respect. It's just something you're doing because you're being told to do it. You understand? It's sort of like religion in a way. I mean, you're being told by the pastor to worship this, that, or the other thing. Okay. Nothing's come into your life and said and proved to you that you should worship A, B, or C. You're worshiping based on the literature you read and whatever pastor, preacher, whoever, imam, whoever is teaching you this worship. Respect is different. Respect has to be earned, right? So your father earns your respect by how he does things, how he operates, how he treats you, the things he teaches you, you know, the way you like to emulate him and the way he operates, the lessons that he puts into your head that you use long after you're out of his house. See, you don't get a lot of that from your mother. You just don't. Okay? Your mother teaches you to just worship her. What she says goes. She can do no wrong, of course, no matter how horrible she is. And she never has to apologize for anything. Okay? She never has to apologize for anything. Your mama will go to her damn grave not apologizing to you for anything. She could have let her old boyfriends rape you, beat the hell out of you, half feed you, half clothe you, half house you. You get grown, become an adult. Your old black ass mama will never say, you know what, son, I apologize for how bad I treated you when you were a kid. See, that's the difference between men and women. See, your father will. Your father, he will apologize to you, even if he's out of your life. That's the thing. He could be out of your life, and you can find him 20 years later when you become an adult. And the first thing your old man will do is apologize for not being in your life. You think if your old black ass mom is out of your life for 20 years and you finally meet her, that she gonna apologize for not being there? What she gonna do is give you a whole damn litany of excuses of why she wasn't there. Never, you know, I'm sorry, son. You know, I smoked crack. I was whoring, so I couldn't be with you. That's why you ended up with your father. No, she'll never say that. She's not going to say that. She's going to give you a whole laundry list of freaking excuses of why she couldn't be your mother and probably blame that shit on someone else. And that's what happens. That's what happens when people are more of in a blue pill frame of mind, because see, they expect that from women. And of course, women give them what they expect. Okay. Because see, they've heard all the damn excuses from, you know, Mama God all their life. So when another woman comes along and gives them same nonsense excuses, they just lap it up, man. They just accept it because, you know, it's just like you ever seen that commercial where the dude's eating the food and he's like, man, this is just like what mama used to make. It's the same thing. When you run into these chicks out in the street and they say the same old nonsense, do the same old nonsense your mama did, it's just like mama used to make. So of course you eat it right up. But let me ask you this. When did you start considering yourself a red pill brother? Because I believe we all are kind of simps, you know, in the beginning. When did you start to consider yourself red pill, Brother War?
that took place after I came on YouTube and I watched a few videos, and then I made a few correlations to some of the things, because I fly around different parts of the country, and I make correlations with some of the behavior patterns that I see amongst us as a people. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm in a stable relationship. You can be in a stable relationship, but still see the dysfunction within Black America. So I saw a lot of that dysfunction, and I said, okay, I've been watching a few of these videos on YouTube, and a lot of these dudes be talking and putting some things down that I didn't think of until, again, I was exposed, and I just sat back and I looked at certain behavior, and I'm like, all right, you can't be politically correct no more. You got to go right at the truth. Because I feel as though, like, the longer you sugarcoat and you don't tell the truth, more and more Black folks are just going to continue to do what we do as dysfunctional. And that doesn't mean you got to be perfect. You don't got to be a choir boy, but you just got to know how to, do the right thing. Now, I'm red pill in the sense that, like, I'm not going to hold no punches, and I'm going to be honest on what I think about something.
Got it. What's good, brother Jay Shine?
Guten Tag, niggas. What's up?
What's going on, man? I know it's early. I know it's early over there in Germany, man. So I appreciate you coming through, brother.
It's early as fuck, man. But just like Julius Malini would say, I am here.
So won't you give the folks, my brother, your version of the red pill philosophy?
Well, first of all, I've been red pill since I was 12, nigga. Being red pill to me is just being able to see, reality, being able to see things for how they really are. I know we use red pill mostly, when we're talking about dating, so give you a quick synopsis of how I became red pill on the dating side. I think a lot of brothers went through the same thing I went through when I was a kid. I was dating a girl. At least I thought I was dating a girl. Cupcaking, listening to all her stories and all her dreams and wishes, and writing her notes and all that, and waiting for a little kiss, getting a little kiss here and there, but I had to wait, because she was a quote unquote good girl. One day I walk around the corner, and I see her with that nigga, older brother, fly brother. I see her with that nigga. And I not only see her with that nigga, I see her with a bunch of other girls she hardly ever knew. And come to find out, she's getting ran through not just by that nigga, but that crew. So I learned a long time ago when I was like 13 years old that, this is how the game goes. So I've been red pill since I was a preteen. I was like, oh shit. I ain't cupcaking these hoes no more. So I learned the nature of women a long time ago. But not only that, when I was like 7, 8 years old, I used to walk outside and I was very observative. I used to watch my neighbors argue and fight. I used to watch couples fight and be with each other just for necessity, not really be with each other for love. I saw people using each other, you know what I mean? I saw family members doing the same thing. So at an early age, I had a real, a real reality check on how people interact with each other, why they interact with each other, why people deal with each other, why people get along or don't get along, but they just tolerate each other. And usually it's because of survival. So I never got caught up in, Disney World with love and those things, man. I know love exists and it can exist. I know that now that I'm an adult, because I've seen, other situations, but most situations in the world are transactional. People are using each other for whatever reason. And so I never got caught up in La La Land. I know things are the way they are. I've been on the Ebuchanezza since I was a child. I've been eating porridge and running around tunnels and the dark cities of the world since I was a kid. I've been out of the Matrix since I was a kid. I mean, I've always asked questions. I broke away from religion when I was, a preteen. I broke away from, cupcaking and, and putting down jackets over a puddle and shit when I was 12. You know what I mean? I broke away from a lot of bullshit when I was, early. So like I said, I've been red pill since I've been 12 years old.
Yeah, see, I mean, brother, let me see if I can scroll back up to it. God damn it. Brother Richard, he gave a good description of red pill. He said red pill is that infrared vision into human nature and reacting to that nature in an appropriate manner for oneself. And I can't disagree with brother Richard on that one. Yeah, I can't agree with you, brother Richard. I know me, if when I was younger, right? And I was telling the folks about this earlier. When I was younger, man, I was hell on wheels, man. Let me tell you, boy, I didn't give a damn about anything or anyone. The only thing I cared about was my kids. I didn't care about nothing else. I didn't care about hoes. I didn't care about people in my family. I didn't care about white folks. I didn't care about my friends. I didn't care about anybody. All right. I gave it to you raw, boy. I gave it to you rough, rugged, and raw right off the rip. Okay. And pull my 38 out and slap you across the face with it if you got my time wrong. Okay, when I was a young guy. So I tell brothers all the time, I was red pill before y'all even knew what red pill was. All right. But one thing I found out is that blue pill shit doesn't necessarily work. I mean, it works. It works for the people who you worship, you know, because it benefits them, because you do a lot of butt kissing, but it doesn't work for you. I mean, because most women, especially black ass women, they don't respect that. You know, they don't respect that blue pill shit, man. They don't respect it. If you run into a black woman, right, and you come at her with your blue pill shit, yeah, she may like it, but she's not going to respect it, and she's going to manipulate it. She's going to capitalize on it. She's not going to respect it, man. Because see, one thing about brothers who kind of have that red pill philosophy, people may not like you, but they respect you. All right. Now, if you got this kind of blue pill philosophy, people like you, but they don't respect your ass. Okay. Yeah, they don't respect you. Yeah, they like you, you know, because you kiss their butt and stroke their ego and all this kind of nonsense. Of course they like you, but they don't respect you because you kiss their ass. So me, I'm not into the kissing of the butts. So, you know, I'd rather have your respect than your adoration any day. All right. That's how I see things. I mean, I take a hard line with everything. I mean, I take a hard line with my wife. I take a hard line with my daughters. I take a hard line with the people that I know. I mean, I brought my wife in here right now. One of my daughters in here. They'll tell you, "Oh, Dad's mean." No, I ain't mean. I just ain't up for your bullshit. Period. I'm not up for your BS. But I know that many brothers have just come into the red pill thing. I mean, it's relatively new for many of these brothers.
You know, what's unfortunate is that a lot of brothers are being brought into red pill through the wrong channel, and that channel was through their disappointment and even their hurt dealing with women. You know, I think that's unfortunate. You know, as a child, I remember clearly when I was a kid. This is the kind of kid I was. I don't know if you remember when George Bush Sr. was in office, and they attacked Gaddafi. And I remember watching 2020. It was on Friday night, and you would think, like, what would a Brooklyn boy at like 5, 6 years old be doing watching 2020 when he's getting interviewed by Barbara Walters? And I remember they had like the close-up shot on his face, and he was getting pissed off with questions she was asking and shit. You know what I mean? I used to watch the gangsterism of our government when I was a kid. I had no illusions of what the world was really like. And what helped that is that I grew up in the crack 80s in New York. You know, you can have all the soft songs you want. You can have all the bullshit ideology you want. But I didn't have a mother. Actually, my mother wasn't really around like that. So I didn't have anybody to wipe up, you know, my scars, if you will. When I scraped myself, I had to clean my own scrapes. I didn't have nobody to clean my scrapes. So I didn't grow up with anybody sugarcoating anything for me. You know, walked out in the real world. I was 6, 7 years old. I could walk to the store and watch a crackhead sucking dick, you know what I mean, in the alley. You know what I mean? This is stuff I would see as a boy. So I grew up in the real world. And I didn't grow up, you know, believing in Santa Claus and all the other bullshit. I grew up believing in real life, you know what I mean, and what's really going on out here. And again, most things are transactional. And I think a lot of people get mixed up with people like myself, because you know what I do for a living.
Mm-hmm.
Recognizing the matrix doesn't make you blue pill. Recognizing the matrix and plugging into it and staying plugged up to it and relying on the matrix makes you blue pill. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Even red pillars have to plug into the matrix to do their business, because the matrix exists. You know what I mean? There's nothing we can do about it. This is how the world is. So I plug into the matrix every day. Then I unplug from that bitch when I'm done. You know what I mean? I come back to my world, my reality. So, you know, what the brother said earlier is absolutely right. You got to be able to see what's really going on and conduct business, though. You know what I mean? They still conduct business, and that means plug into the matrix. And that's what I love about hip hop, at least old school hip hop, and niggas getting money and doing what they got to do. They plug into the game as they need to. You know what I mean? They use the game for whatever they need to use the game for, i.e. use the matrix for whatever they need to use the matrix for. And they unplug from that shit and live life on their own terms. You know what I mean? So that, to me, is the ultimate way of living red pill, because we live in a world that's controlled by big money, big industry, rich families, and organized crime. It's what it is. All that, these secret, you know, commissions and all that, and these groups that run the world. This is organized crime. That's all it is. You know, so, you know, that's just the world we live in, man. And I'm over here on another continent seeing the same shit that goes on in America.
Wow. Is it a red pill? Is there any red pill philosophy over there where you at in Germany?
Hell yeah. I mean, a lot of people over here are just free, you know, so that's a good question. I got to get back to you on that.
Yeah, well, you know, I ask good questions up on here, man. That's what
that's a good question. I can't give you a full answer, and I can give you a bullshit opinion because I've only been here for a short time.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't really seen enough yet to really give you a full answer. I'll get back to you on
that. Okay. Well, let me swing around to Brother War. I don't know where all the other Negroes are, but
oh, my bad. Hold on. First of all, shout out to War, man. My bad. I forgot.
War Secrets is my dude.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, brother?
Let me ask you this, Brother War. To piggyback off of what Brother Jay Sean was just saying, he said that some brothers have become red pill out of not so much of their life experiences or what they've seen. They become red pill out of hurt, disappointment, maybe their girl cheated on them or something like that. So is any of those situations, can you relate to any of those situations, or is it a philosophy you start to follow through your experiences?
I mean, me, it's my experience, but I mean, also, look, I mean, a chick is gonna look for a sucker. She gonna look for a sucker and play any guy she can play. And if you one of these dudes out here chasing behind chicks and, you know, giving out your feelings and shit, telling her every last secret about you, you looking to get played. And some dudes, you know, do that. A lot of dudes be taking these broads out to dinner 3, 4, 5 times, and they don't even fuck. So it's like, I mean, a lot of these dudes play themselves. They play themselves, man. And if you know how to play your cards right, you ain't gonna let no broad take advantage of you. You're gonna pick up on those warning signs. I always knew these hoes be scandalous, man. So it's like, me personally, I go at the chick mind. I see where her mind at. I want to see what kind of father she had, that she got daddy issues or damage issues. I don't just, you know, hop in a relationship and just, you know, try to hold a chick down like that. A lot of these dudes that get hurt, they just don't read between the lines. Now, if you're a youngster and you just bumping your head, that's one thing. But as an adult, you got to pick up on those warning signs.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Or be fucked up in the game on the back end.
I hope brothers are picking that up, man, because if you don't pick up certain things or do certain things, you can get fucked up. I'm gonna tell you how fucked up life is, man. As a man, just doing natural things like being attracted to somebody, wanting to sleep with somebody, can give you a lifetime of destruction. That's how fucked up the game is. You know what I mean? Whether it's STDs or a bad reputation or getting the wrong chick pregnant, you know what I mean? And the only person that gets punished really is you. You know, I'm gonna tell you how fucked up women are. Women are like, well, you're paying child support, but I got the kid and I gotta take care of the kid. So basically being a mom is punishment. Having the kid is, well, I thought you loved them. I thought you loved the kid. You know, it would come into fucking, play when we talk about these issues. I'm talking about the person that's got a threat of getting his check garnished, and the person that's under threat going to jail, and the person that's under threat of losing their fucking driver's license and passport and losing the ability to move around and be an actual citizen. Think about that. You losing the ability to be a citizen. When you're locked up, you're not a regular citizen anymore. When you can't drive your car, you're losing privileges as a citizen. You lose citizen rights. That's how deep the game goes, man. And, I think a lot of brothers got to fucking wake up. And I see that they are waking up. And I hope that the manosphere and what we've done here on YouTube, whether it's the content creators or people like myself who add their opinion, has helped somebody out there. At least one nigga. Hope we rescue one cat from a tree. Goddamn, because motherfuckers is going through it, man. You had your story. Actually, you told me your story. I was like, goddamn. You know what I mean? Like the shit that black men have been through just to be regular, to be human beings. And that shit doesn't go on everywhere else. That's really important to understand. That doesn't happen. Matter of fact, in America, it doesn't happen. If you go to the courthouse, you're not going to see a lot of Indian men down there dealing with that shit. I'm talking about red dot. You're not going to see a lot of Asian men, Chinese men down there dealing with that shit. You're not going to see a bunch of Philippine men down there dealing with that shit. You're going to see black and white, okay? Mm-hmm. Poor white men and a bunch of niggas from every level of the economic ladder, all right? So it doesn't matter if you play in NBA or you work at Kenny Shoes, you're a nigga, you going to child support court. If you're a poor white boy or unlucky white boy dealing with the one white woman, you end up in child support court. But it's primarily us down there. And that's a sad thing to see, man. I'm telling you, I lived in the courthouse. All right. So I know what I'm talking about. I've been in those rooms. All right. I've been in those rooms where they had just me and the judge and our case. I've also been in those rooms on Fast Wednesdays where they got a room full of cases. You know what I mean? They going through them, and I watch and I just look around and I just look at the fucking entitlement and the assholishness and the coldness of American women. You know what I mean? They don't give a. This is a dude you lay down with. This is a dude you had a fucking child with. You got a child that looks like this motherfucker, and it's just a complete separation, no compassion, no nothing, no respect. You deal with him, Judge. You know what I mean?
Do you brothers think that is that kind of attitude? When women take that kind of attitude where they don't give a shit about the kid's father, they just straight up for the money and they don't care if you go to jail, lose your job, lose your license. Do you think that is the female version of red pill? Is that wrong?
You know what? I'm gonna tell you, look, this is what happens, man. Look, I don't got any kids, but this was like planned out. This child support thing, it was all made to put black men under so much pressure to where we just don't want to be fathers. We just hate being fathers. And this was cleverly thought out. But see, understand, black women have weaponized the welfare system against the men. Now, with other races of women, like Hispanic women, they use the welfare system with their man and triple their population. But see, black women, they got the welfare system and they weaponize it against black men and use the court system. So much so for the past 10, 15 years, black guys don't even want to have kids no more. Black guys look at kids as a hassle now, when it's not a hassle. It's not. As a man, you should want to have kids. But this system will drive you to the point as a man to be like, fuck this, man. Why do I go through all this shit to see my kid? This system was designed, it's like a psyop, psychological warfare to make American black men say, fuck this, have an abortion. I don't want no fucking kids. When you should be wanting to be a father, you should love it, but these black chicks have been weaponized and compromised. against you. So it's like you gotta really, really pick that black woman that's not gonna use this system against you. This one chick told me, I was talking to this Spanish chick, right? She said, listen, the only way you're gonna get on child support is if the mom pushes the issue. She said the girl can, the woman, the mom can go in there and lie to the state and say, I don't know who the dad is, and the state will give her food, Section 8, and health care. The mom don't even gotta give no name or nothing. The only way the man's gonna end up on child support is if the mom pushes the issue, and that's where she's being weaponized. She's trying to weaponize welfare against these dudes, and it's really making a lot of black guys say, "Fuck having kids." And this is what the system wants. They want black men to hate fatherhood.
You know what, War? I'm going to add to what you just said, because X is actually a good question. He said, is this court thing and women using the system, is that them being red pill? And your answer is correct. It is a no. But they are not red pill. What they are is they're agents. They're the Mr. Smiths. They're the motherfuckers we running from, trying to find a phone to get out the matrix. You understand? Wow. They're the motherfuckers we got to train for. We got to fight. And a nigga like me, I'm here. I'm Neo. You know what I'm saying? Their bullets don't phase me no more. I'm a Renaissance man. So just to give you my math again, as you know, X, I got custody of my daughter. You know what I mean? So I went into court and said, fuck this, man. I'm not being stressed out like a lot of brothers. I'm not doing it, man. I'm not going to be relegated to being a slave to the system. And it's because I want to be a father. Think about it. The niggas that really get caught up in the system are dudes who want to be fathers. Yeah. The majority of them. The majority of brothers who get caught up in the system are brothers who work. Because they got checks to be garnished. You know what I mean? They're not niggas sit on the couch, they got no checks coming in. They motherfuckers who got shit. You know what I mean? Now a lot of them don't have, like high paying jobs. So the fact that they fall behind and still go to jail because they fell behind, but even though they're still working and they're trying, that's fucked up. That just shows you how dirty the game is, man. We got a working brother who still gets locked up because he's behind, not because he's not paying, because he just couldn't pay enough. And I mean, so anyway, the bottom line is that these bitches are not red pill, all right? They're completely part of the matrix. And they're the agents that we are. They're the motherfuckers in the suits and glasses, all right, with ties, all right, with big ass gats. That's who they are.
Well, I think when a brother takes his children, when he gets custody of his children, and he knows in his mind that, he's got to take his kids because, the mother is doing whatever, she smokes crack or whatever the hell she's got going on in her life. When a brother does that, that's him being red pill. You're being red pill, man, when you take your kids, from this old crazy woman, because she don't got her mind right. She's not doing the shit she's supposed to do as far as the kids are concerned. That is a red pill move. Okay. Yeah. That's absolutely a red pill move. You done messed around, you done stuck your penis in one of these old heifers. Okay. She don't give in a funky hole. Yeah, you done stuck your penis somewhere you shouldn't have stuck it. Right? And it happens. I ain't mad. I tell brothers this shit all the time. I'm not mad at you if you done messed around and stuck your penis in one of them old funky holes that you wasn't supposed to stick it in. I'm not mad at you. We men, we do that shit sometimes. Gushy stuff. Yeah. Now, what pisses me off is if you let this old ratchet hood hoe raise the kid, especially if your kid is kid number 5, okay, and you already see how she got the other 4 living. I mean, you done already saw how she got the other 4 living. So if you stupid enough to let her raise yours after seeing this, it's your fault, man. Now it's your fault, because you could have took that kid. You could have did whatever you had to do, go to court, fight. And
that's why I said the brothers too, man. Like, brothers complain about what they're going through. I asked them straight up and down. And I'm not gonna say you're gonna be successful all the time, because I don't know what judge you gotta go before. I don't know the situation. I don't know if you've done the right things to lead up to your case. But what did you do? Did you even try? I mean, a lot of brothers are not even trying. So I say go in there and try, man. You got nothing to lose. Yeah. At minimum, you're gonna at least show your baby mom that you're serious. Yeah. I think that they get emboldened when you sit back and do nothing. And just to really finish what I was saying earlier, man, about the women who are red pill. I'm gonna tell you the women who are red pill. Women who are red pill are the ones who respect the fathers. the ones who don't run up in court, child support court. You know what I mean? They take it on the chin. They refuse to put papers on their children's fathers, or they refuse to even get pregnant in the first place by a no good dude or in a situation that's not going to be right for them. They're playing long ball. They're not just letting anybody run up in them. You know what I mean? And when they do lay down with a dude, it's with a dude like me. They get king dick. You understand? That's a red pill chick now. These chicks out here who are just doing what they want to do and then blaming everybody else and using the system and using society and the laws the way they are, those are not red pill females. They blue pill like a motherfucker, man. And like I said, they fucking agents, you know?
Yeah, I mean, you know, and see, a lot of times, man, we have a tendency to enable this shit. You know, we get out there, man, and we run up in these old holes raw, okay, and we be knowing better. We know better. God damn it, we know better, and we run up in there raw, okay, and the next thing you know, oops, here comes a oops baby. Now, she's some old hoe that you just met. So obviously you don't know much about her. You don't know nothing about her mothering skills. You don't know what kind of person she really is. But now she about to have your damn baby. That's already a messed up situation right then and there. Because you about to have a baby with somebody your ass don't even really know. All right. You don't even know if you like this hoe or not because you just met her in the club and just banged her like on like the ground in the you banged her on the ground in the back of the club somewhere. You know, you banged her in the club bathroom. Now she having your baby. Like, come on, man. You know, we gotta stop that shit too. You know, you got to stop that shit. All
the
right.
back of the car, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
War, what's war sound like he's driving right now? Like he about to go pick up a whore, you know?
You know, you done hit that in the back seat of your damn car. You know, and hoping you never see her again. The next time you do see her, it's like 3 months later. She talking about she pregnant. You know, she had to come find you, you know, through other people. She asking the bartender your name. She done forgot your name. You know, she asking the bartender when she go to the club. Remember that guy I was in the bathroom with that night? Do you remember what his name was? Do you remember what that brother's name was? So, you know, we got to stop that shit too. And the women need to stop the shit too. The women need to become red pill. Okay, quit letting any old person run up in you and squirt up in your ass. I mean, come on, man. I mean, at some point, this is why I say the things I say. Okay, women are the ones getting stuck with the children. Okay, more often than not, they're getting stuck with the children. Okay, unless they got a brother like Jay Shine who's gonna take the kid, raise the kid by himself, and do what he needs to do. 9 times out of 10, they're gonna get stuck with the kid. All right. So you would think that they would be more cognizant of these things because they know down the road they're probably gonna be the one stuck with the kid. You know, unless they live in a fantasy.
Here's the problem, X. That would happen if they were held accountable as mothers. They're not held accountable as mothers. You know, there's no accountability for how the money's spent in their home or how the kids are being raised. The kids got bad grades. These are not grounds for taking, you know what I mean, for the courts to award the child to the father. They don't even look into none of that shit. That shit you have to crowbar into the conversation. Other things you got to go bring up. You got to be a detective and find out what's really going on at mom's house and present that shit before court. You know what I mean? And then hopefully they still, in most cases, they still gonna, keep the kid with the mom. They're gonna just put on some parenting class or some bullshit. You know, this is how fucked up the game is, man. There's no incentive for women to be good mothers. There's no accountability. You know what I mean? She damn near got to kill the goddamn kid or be on drugs and prostituting or something to even lose the kid. And then she still can go through a program and get the kid back. Well, I mean, this shit is crazy.
Well, women always have the main rights anyway. Okay, they have the main rights to anything. They can do whatever they want. Okay, they can shoot the kid, stab the kid, feed the kid meth and all that, and they still be trying to give the kid back to the goddamn mother. You know, the mother done put meth in the baby's bottle and also kind of nonsense. You know, giving the baby weed, giving the baby liquor, and also kind of nonsense. and they still trying to give the baby back to her. I mean, if the father yells at the kid, "Oh, you can't be around this kid," but the mama can put cocaine in the baby's formula. The mama can burn the kid with cigarettes. The mama could leave the kid home for 4 days by themselves. And guess what? They will still be trying to give the damn kid back to her.
Can I address something real quick? I just read something in the chat room.
Go ahead.
There's a sister named Nima in the chat room, Naima, whatever her name is. And no disrespect to the sister, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but the bottom line is that you're not hearing us. All right, we are preaching male responsibility by pointing out the fucked up situation. We're telling men what they're gonna get caught up in. I don't know if you missed the part where I said that I hope brothers are starting to learn from how the system is. You know what I mean? So they can start making better decisions. I don't know where you missed that. I don't know where you're not getting that at. See, women don't want to hear us really point out the bullshit. That's what this is really about. You know what I mean? They don't want nobody. They don't want no pushback. And what it really boils down to, they really don't want black male leadership. You understand? That's what this really boils down to. Because if I was a white boy sitting here talking what I was talking, there won't be much pushback from sisters.
I think they want leadership, but I think they want leadership under conditions. I think they want to dictate. I think women want to dictate what we get to lead on. That's what I think. I mean, we always say that women don't want leadership. I think they do want leadership. They just want it under special circumstances. You know, we want your leadership on this, but we don't want your leadership on this shit. You know, but see, with leadership, it's all or nothing. Okay, you can't decide. You know, if I'm the leader, you can't say, well, you can lead today, but tomorrow I don't want you to lead. No, it's all or nothing. It's all or nothing. And I think what happens often is that women, you know, they kind of want, you know, they want leadership, but they want to kind of dictate how that leadership is dispensed. Which
it also shows a lack of compassion, because when they hear brothers talking, they should supposed to be fucking listening and learning what we're going through and how we see the game, so they can act accordingly. See, if you really want male leadership, you will see, all right, let me see what the brothers are talking about and see what's going on with them and see how they see the game and seeing how they want to do things. So then I can add to it. I can be a helpmate to it. But they don't want to do that. They just the game is set up for so they can be so irresponsible with their shit. They don't want no fucking retort from us. I'm sorry, go ahead, Will.
Well, these shows, you know, and my show isn't even the most extreme. You know, we go in sometime, but this isn't the most extreme platform.
This shit is real raw. You really want to go there?
DXL does have its moments, but you know, there's a lot of tough talk on the internet coming from brothers, and I think a lot of women, they're not used to hearing it. You know, they're not used to people talking. You know, they're not used to brothers talking to them the way we talk to them. The way we talk, they're not used to it. They're used to brothers kind of, you know, like you said, you know, laying the coat down on the puddle so they don't get their red bottoms muddy. You know, they're used to that kind of stuff, you know, and but I look at some of the chat rooms and I look at mine. I mean, I see female faces in there that I haven't seen normally. I mean, my female constituency is rising somewhat, but I don't have a lot of female listeners. I mean, the females that listen to me are very, very tough skinned. Yeah, they gotta be tough skinned to be, because they show up every week. Okay.
All right, hold on. I'm sorry, brother. I gotta say this right now.
Go ahead.
All right, and this is the last time I'm gonna address this. That's why I don't like looking at the chat room when I'm on live streams. But I'm gonna address the sister. Sister, yeah, both men and women need to get it together, but this ain't the platform for that. All right. I'm not here to listen to women. This is male leadership you're dealing with right now. You're dealing with king. This is king shit here. All right. So if you really want male leadership, you need to shut up and listen. All right. You need to listen to what the brothers are talking about and fall in line. That's how that works. I'm not here to listen to you. That's not how leadership works. Generals don't listen to a sergeant. That's not how it works. Now I'm a general. There's nothing you can tell me about life. There's nothing you can really add to the situation. I'm very compassionate and very fair, but I'm here to lead, sister. That's how that works. I hope we're clear on that.
Well, we've been joined by Brother Game Changer. What's good, Brother Game Changer?
What's going on? Happy to be here.
Why don't you give us some of your red pill philosophy while you're here?
Oh no, I just kind of caught the end of the conversation, so I can't really flow with it at this point. But I'm gonna listen for now, and then kind of chime in later if that's okay.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
Game changer. What's up, brother?
Hey, what's up? How you doing, bro?
Yeah.
Well, I know I'm gonna ask all you brothers this. What do you think? What do you think is the main, what's the main center point of the red pill philosophy? What do you think that what is the main center point of it? Or should I, oh well, let me rephrase the question. How has your life benefited from being red pill? How's your life benefited from it? Anybody? Going once?
It's kind of hard to say because I don't really know what pitfalls I avoided from the red pill, but having this sense of this new level of self-awareness or just awareness of society, prepared me for a lot of pitfalls that come with relationships.
Brother War.
I can jump in here real quick.
Go ahead, brother Jay Sean.
I benefit from freedom. I'm as free as you can be. One thing about the movie The Matrix, even though people are red pill and they got a whole, garrison of people ready to fight the war against the Matrix and all that to free themselves even further. But I'm as free as you can be. I don't have any child support payments. I don't have any paperwork on me. Because I deal with reality, I run my life the way it should be ran, and that's dealing with logic and numbers. I don't overspend. I don't overextend myself. I don't try to be a dude that got chains and all this other shit to look a certain way when I really don't have it like that. You understand? I am who I am, and I play things at my level because I'm dealing with reality. Once I get to the next level, then I'll do next level shit. Once I get to another level, then I do extra level shit. You know what I'm saying? So being red pill, it divorces you from a lot of pressure of the bullshit. Think about how many people, or I think it's an actual stat out there that suicides are high around Christmas time. You know what I mean? Because people can't fulfill, certain obligations, or they get lonely because they feel like they should have this big family and lights and, and and turkey, and people get real lonely because of this thing that they were sold, this idea of something they were sold to them. I'm out of that. I don't celebrate none of that shit because I don't have no pressure to none of these bullshit, holidays and situations. That's what being red pill to me is being free. I'm free. I'm seeing reality. I'm seeing things the way they are. I don't have bullshit pressures that I'm dealing with, that other people deal with in life. I'm looking at life for what it is. I take what I can, and I'm content. And that's what being red pill to me ultimately does for you. Because like I said, again, a lot of brothers, like I said earlier, a lot of brothers are coming to this red pill life through their disappointment or their hurt through women, which is cool to a certain extent. But my issue with that is if a bad chick come along and treat them right and smile at them right, they right back into blue pill world. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't matter how you look. I don't care how bad you are, how beautiful you are. You cannot just pull me back into la la land. You know what I'm saying? If you're dealing with me, you're dealing with a real person who sees things for what they really are, and that gives me freedom. When I'm dealing with people, I'm free. I'm free to be myself. It is what it is, and the good thing about it is that it filters away a lot of bullshit. You know what I mean? A lot of people come to me with, with the fake life and, the fake smiles, and then they like, oh, he ain't about that bullshit, so I'll leave him alone. That, you know what I'm saying? I filter away a lot of bullshit people being real and being red pill.
Yeah, I can see where that is an advantage. I mean, because I kind of go through the same thing. People, shit that people would approach others with, they don't even come to me with that shit because they already know how stupid I'm going to think it is. They already know right off the rip. They already know what my response is going to be. So they're not even going to come at me with it because of how I am. You know what I'm saying? Because of how I am, I'm pretty straight to the point. I don't BS you. I tell you the truth, even though I know your black ass ain't going to like it. You know, that's just who I am. And people around me know that. So when they come to me with all facts. They don't come to me with no BS. They don't come to me with assumptions or insinuations or nope. They know they got to come to me with the pure black and white facts, or we're probably not going to have a conversation. Yeah, they already know what it is, especially the people who've been around me, like my family and everybody. They already know what it is. So, I mean, and the people that I interact with, they've come to learn that about me as well. Like the people I deal with my business, they've come to learn that about me as well. You know, I ain't about the BS, man. You know, call it red pill, call it being an ass, call it whatever you want to call it. I'm not about you wasting my time. I'm definitely not about you wasting my damn money, and I'm not about you wasting my mental energy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's all. I mean, that's what I think red pill is. Go ahead, brother War.
Hey man, what I learned and what I gained from red pill, I mean, I stopped rewarding women that have bad behavior. I noticed that giving a woman your attention alone is rewarding her. Like, women love attention. That's one thing I learned with red pill. Like, you be at the grocery store buying food and the chick start twerking right in front of you. Like, it's like you don't reward women who do bad things in front of you or show you got a bad attitude or things like that. Small things like that. It's like, I don't waste my time giving. When you stare at a woman's butt too long, you're giving her validation. What I mean, like, chicks are so simple-minded. Like, they will feed off of your attention, and that's validation to them. So I don't reward bad attitude having chicks. Red pill has also made me focus on, you know, going into a woman's mind instead of her body. Because like a lot of times when I was younger, you know, running through a lot of chicks, I always would go at her body. But now I'm getting older. It's like, what kind of mind does she have? What can I talk to her about after sex? So I look at the bigger picture than just fucking now, like as a red pill dude. I'm beyond that, just fucking and getting pussy thing. Because I mean, you fucking these bitches, after you fuck them, you're like, all right, what next? You know what I mean? So red pill made me just look at the bigger picture and ask for like, what more can you give me than just your pussy and your fat, nice ass? Like, what more can you give me? If that's all you're going to bring to the table, I'm going to get tired of you. I'm going to get tired of you. If all she can bring is pussy to the table, I'm going to get tired of her at some point. You know what I mean?
Facts. Absolute facts. Yeah, brothers got to start learning dick discipline and start using their heads. When I was like, you know, a teenager, man, all I wanted to do was pump, 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 pump. Now it's not about, you know, quantity, it's about quality. You know, I fuck who I want. And, you know, and the great thing about me is I fuck when I want. You know what I mean? My favorite scene, and I said this before the live stream, I can't remember where I said it, but my favorite scene, you ever watch Gin and Juice video?
Mm-hmm.
From the Gin and Juice video. Remember the beginning when he was calling our homies, you know, because he was about to have a party, his parents leaving and all that. And he's calling one of his homies is in the bed with a chick. But he gets the phone call, he pushes the chick off of him in mid-sex. You understand? It's time to roll. I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? That's grown man shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, look, I know, you know, he's not a simp. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, in the middle of having sex, but I can pull my pants up at the drop of the hat to go get some paper. You know what I mean? And that's how you got to be as a man. Stop being a slave to sex. And believe me, I know that sounds, you know, harsh to a lot of females, but a lot of women actually like men who are not slaves to sex. They will respond different to you when you're not a slave to the shit. You know what I'm saying? And it makes them work harder too as women. They bring more femininity. It actually forces more femininity out of them because they want to be more sexual with you. They want to be more attractive to you. They want to do what they got to do to turn you on, to keep you in pocket. So you actually get more out of a female when, I'm not saying you just be a complete asshole. I'm just saying that, you know, when you show a female that you want about your business first and you'll cut her ass off in a drop of a hat if she get out of line, trust me, man, you'll get more cooperation out of her.
Yep. And you gotta think with your mind, not with your penis. God damn it. Think with your mind, not with your penis. Now I know that's hard for some of you young brothers, boy, because you just walk right out the damn house and you're just a walking penis. I know. I used to be a walking penis too. Okay, but you gotta try to get yourself out of that, man, because your penis will get you in trouble, man.
Yeah, man. You know, look, you know how good
in trouble, man.
You know how good my daughter's mother be looking at me sometimes. You know what I mean? I ain't smashed my baby mama since 2007. You understand? It's been a minute. But you know how long it's been? I mean, every time she spent the night or I've seen her come to the crib, and I should just smash this bitch. You know what I mean? But you can't do it. You gotta leave it alone because you've been there, done that. It's gonna fuck up the situation. You got things the way they are. You drawing lines. You know what I mean? You put her under some instructions, and things are the way they are. So you can't cross that line and go give her the deal so she can play her games again, or where she thinks she can play her games again. You gotta have discipline. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Especially when you've been there before. I didn't fuck that chick all kind of ways. I done had her every kind of way I want. You know, I had threesomes with her, everything. So it's like it's hard to not do it, but that's the primal, immature side of yourself. The mature man in you, the king in you, could say, you know what, fuck that bitch. And go out find you some new pussy. You know what I mean? You gotta be on that kind of shit. You gotta have control of yourself. You know? So that's just me giving game to brothers who got baby mamas, they still be smashing. Stop that shit, man.
Yeah. Right? Stop screwing your baby mama, man. If y'all ain't together, just take care of your damn kid. Quit going over there laying up with her.
Handle business, man.
Yeah, man. Handle business. I mean, take care of your babies, and do that. But don't be over there smashing her, because see, first and foremost, what you do is you set up a false precedent if you over there screwing her every time you turn around. All right, because whatever else you got going on, guess what? She's now, and she thinks that she's included with it, because if you smashing a woman enough times, she's going to consider y'all being together, even if you're not saying that you're together. Especially when you got a kid with her. Okay, if you going over there banging her every time you go pick up your damn kid, man, you're setting yourself up for problems down the road.
Yeah. Hey, facts, Brandon L. Brandon L in the chat room said something real facts, because she might be able to have a baby father like me. So facts. You know what I mean? Shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, these niggas out here, these chicks out here got baby daddies that can still bang. That can still hit, But on the flip side, though, to finish what we were just saying, though, you don't want a chick to be able to pull power through through her sex. You know how women talk. Well, I can have him anytime I want. I can go get some dick when I want. That's how girls get, man. That's how women get when they feel like they can have dick on tap. You understand? So that's why you can't even put yourself in that situation, because you get into a serious situation with another female, if you're dealing with another sister, and then she gonna come around on some bullshit because you still banging her.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And you be looking your girl up and down like, yeah, well, that's why I had him last week, or I had him last month. I can fuck him when I want. So you created that situation by just cut off. If you're not going to deal with her on some real shit, if you're not going to get back with her, you already have a child with her. So if you're not going to be real with her, if you're not going to be in a real situation with her, just leave her the fuck alone.
Yeah, exactly. Right? Exactly. I mean, if you're not going to be with her, don't be screwing her. Okay, because y'all already know when you're screwing a woman on a regular basis, she already consider y'all a relationship.
And it's going to be a cool-off period too, X. You know what I mean? You're not going to it's going to be a few months where you slide back. But once you get out the system, man, leave that bitch alone, man.
Yeah, man.
Leave her ass alone, especially if you don't get along with her. She's disrespectful, she's being difficult. Concentrate on your relationship with the kid, making sure you got access to your child and handle your business, and let her know you're about your business. And that means if you have to drag her ass in the courtroom, let her know you're serious. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do.
Plus, you giving up power when you're screwing her, man. When you're screwing her, man, you're giving up power because
pleasure.
Yeah, because you giving up power because you're screwing her. Now she has you over. Now she's got you over a hump, because guess what? You're screwing her all the time. So, I mean, one thing about women, man, I'm gonna put y'all up on some shit right now. This goes for you red pill brothers too. Okay. You can have as many freaking women as you want, okay? And you can have control over all of those women if you want to. When you start losing control, when you start pulling out your dick. As long as you ain't pulling your dick out, you can control 20 women. I'm telling you, you can control 20, 30 of them. The minute you start fucking one of them, two of them, three of them, You done just gave up your power. I'm telling you, you done just gave up some of your power. I don't care how big of a player you are and how much game you got and all that kind of nonsense. If you juggling a bunch of women, you better not be fucking them all. I tell you that. Because once you start pulling out your damn penis, you done gave up some of your power. And you brothers know I'm right, too. Okay? You know I'm right. Start pulling out that penis.
Yeah.
You done gave up some power.
And we're in a world where women feel empowered by their sexuality.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That's where they're pulling their power from. And when you ever see empowering women, it's always some sex shit. They're walking around with titties out. They're walking around, you know what I'm saying, slut walks. This is how they draw power. You know what I mean? You got millionaires getting cut in half every day through sex, through the womb, through power. That's how they're pulling power. So you have to really be conscious of what you're doing when you're dealing with these women, man. You got to really be in control of yourself, for one. Control yourself and then know what you're doing. And that makes you a sexier dude, man. Like, I'm in control of myself. So when I'm really pressing on a chick and I'm talking to a chick, I'm talking to her mind. And when I stick my dick in, I'm fucking her mind. You understand? You know, it's a deeper thing and it's a funner thing. And I'm telling you right now, when you're on that kind of shit, women respect you more.
Yeah, they do.
They have no choice to.
When you're that type of person, you get more respect in life. You know what I'm saying? When you just across the board, I mean, you get more respect from people, especially women, because see, once women realize that you don't give a damn about that old funky hole between their legs, they have to deal with you differently now. Okay, because most women have this thing that I refer to as the power of the pussy. And when I say that, what I mean is a woman thinks just because she got a funky hole between her legs that she can get you to do anything, even if she's a woman that's not giving you that funky hole. You understand what I'm saying? The fact that she has that hole makes her think that she can control men, even men that she's not sleeping with. You understand? Do y'all understand? Now, once they get it in their mind that you don't give a damn, that they got that hole between their legs, guess what? They have to deal with you differently because you don't care that they have that. You don't care. It means nothing to you. So they have to come at you from another angle now. Okay, they can't come at you with I'm a girl, I got a pussy, you got to do what I say. They can't come at you like that no more because they know you don't give a shit about that. You know, they gotta come at you with something else. You know, they gotta go back off into the conference room and come up with another strategy. You understand what I'm saying? So I tell brothers this all the time. One thing you gotta know about yourself as a man is that you are the prize. Okay, especially you young brothers, you are the prize. Why? Because, see, as you age, you become more valuable. You understand? You become more valuable, not less, right? Now, women are just the opposite. And I talked about this on Obsidian's place earlier. Their market value goes down. Their sexual market value goes down as they age. A man is the opposite. His goes up. Why? Because all a man got to do is stay fertile and he can make babies up till the time he dead. You understand? A woman doesn't have that option. All right. A man can create a nation up until the day he dies. A woman cannot. She's got a time period. So she got to go ahead and do what she got to do while she's in that kind of period, or it's just not going to get done. All right. It's just not going to get done. So as a man, you have to understand that you are the gift, man. You are the great thing. You are the one who completes a family. A woman can't have no family without you. Okay? Without you, there is no goddamn family. It's just an old hoe with kids. Okay? So all she is a woman with kids without that man there to complete it. You understand?
Goddamn.
So, real. That's real. Okay, that's real. She's just a hoe with kids, man. You know, just a hoe with kids without a man there. You know, especially if she got 4 and 5 and 6 baby daddies. That ain't no family, man. That ain't no goddamn family.
It just sound like an infomercial, X. You know, my name is Kenneth. My mother was a hoe.
Yeah. I mean, she's just a baby factory at this point. You know, she got 4 and 5, 6 baby daddies and shit. She calling this a family. This ain't no family. Then they'll turn around and say, "Oh, you know, I'm a single mother." You ain't no single mother. You ain't single. It's you and 6 damn babies. You are unmarried mother, is what you are. You're not single.
You're a married hoe.
There's 7 of you. Okay, there's you and 6 little ones. That's not single. There's 7 of you. Okay, you're unmarried mothers. What the hell you are, girl? Knock it off. Knock it off. We done been joined by my man. Why You Mad TV? What's good, brother?
Hey, what's going on, brother X? What's up to the panel in the chat? Yeah, I just got home from work, so I'm trying to catch up to the convo.
Okay, go ahead and drop some of that red pill knowledge on us, man. Now that you're here, man.
I mean, you basically already dropped the bomb. I mean, it's kind of hard to come behind that, towards with the women and a man value, how he value himself. So, I mean, like you said, don't it's you as the man, you the prize. You got to look out for yourself, regardless what anybody tell you. So I just start there, but I'm listening in. I'm gonna catch up. So that's usually my red pill game to other men. Just
let me ask you this. Let
me
ask you this, because I asked all the other brothers on the panel this. I'm gonna ask you too, brother. Why you mad? What caused you to pick up the red pill philosophy, or did you always have it? Was there a transformation, or were you always kind of red pill, brother?
I was in between. I always felt like going my own path, even when I was young. I just noticed that I never followed the crowd. But I also, I have 2 other siblings, which are brothers. So basically, just looking, I'm the youngest. So looking at the situations they was going through, I kind of was picking up on that. And also, my father, he was married to my mother for 15 years. He put me on game. He was a military man. My grandfather was a military man. I also was a military man. But basically, my father, that's the first thing he told me. I didn't understand this until I got older, but he said, do not have any kids until you was 30. He said, just enjoy your 20s. And I was just like, huh? I asked him, I'm like, so when did you have us? And he was like, I was in my 20s. And he looked at me and walked off. And I was like, okay. Then I understood, once I got older, like, I joined the military and I traveled the world. So I didn't get married. So I did my thing. But even in the military, I noticed other people was getting married. I was like, no, I stuck to my guns. I stuck to what my father said. I just ran my own path and I enjoyed life. But I feel like it was just what I saw, my brothers hanging out with them and they friends, seeing the shit they would go through, they having kids at young age and the hell they was, going through and fighting their baby moms and all type of, crazy shit. I didn't want that. So I basically just, I walked down my own path, but I'm also, I'm a man, I had, urges. So, I spent money on women, took women out. So, I figure that's what you supposed to do to get in, not towards like, okay, this gonna be a long-term thing. I want to get married, but I usually saw other brothers doing that. So I figured that's what I had to do. But it's just once I came to YouTube and I started picking up on other brothers, and then they start talking about the red pill. I say, wow, that was kind of me. But I didn't really know that game until finally, once it got put out there, I say, yeah, this is me all the way. Especially when I started having kids and I started going through the bullshit I was going through. I said, yeah, I wanna, I gotta take the red pill. Just, not towards my situation, but also to help other brothers who's going through what I was going through. Because you got a lot of brothers here in my city. YouTube to them is just music. That's all they care about, music. They don't know there's another side of YouTube where you got a lot of brothers like on this panel that speak that game. So that real game. So, I was like, oh, so it didn't come from me to start doing videos. It was actually me going out there in the streets and say, hey, brothers, man, y'all need to check this person out, check that person out. It was like, what you talking about, man? YouTube is just music. I said, no, bro, it's some real shit going on, bro. They telling you the game. Like, I ain't really say it's red pill game, but I was like, check this brother out, check this brother out. And then it's just like, you know what? I just started doing videos, and just try to spread the knowledge, So and and not like today, even when I'm not on YouTube, when I'm out talking to other brothers, I still say, hey, yeah, I'm red pill, but I speak it, I don't say I am, I show it. I show it through my actions. So, basically that's how I look at it in the nutshell. So
Yeah, well, that red pill shit, you don't really have to say you red pill. You just gotta be it, and people will know it for the most part.
Well, you got a lot of brothers, that's doing that, with the alpha and the beta. See, I don't really talk about that either. I feel like if you alpha, you don't have to say it. You show it. Your actions show it. And I don't really too much believe in that beta. I just be like, probably somebody's down on his luck or just don't know the game. So you give him the game, give him an option. You never know. So I always feel any man, that uses logical eyes, can be better than he was before. So that's why I don't kick on the brother when he's down or if he's blue pill. Or now if he's a simp, yeah, we have a problem because simps. I get on simps because they know better. I seen this because I was in the streets, and that's what I mean about my brother's friends. Some, my middle brother, I'm just gonna make this quick. There's drug dealers. We talked about this last time. I was in that game. But these brothers used to always tell me, like, look, she a hoe. She ain't nothing. She got so many kids. But them same brothers was the one dealing with them. Paying their rent, buying them gifts. And then I'm like, okay, you saying she's a hoe, but you're dealing with her. So what sense does that make? But to them, it was just show. But I was like, no, that's simp. You a simp. I didn't know it then, but I know it now. Yeah. So I call it out now.
It was the same brothers that came up with that philosophy. It's tricking if it ain't tricking if you got it. That's simping.
That's simping. Yeah. And exactly. And it's just like, okay, come on, brother. That's if this woman is now if she's not about shit, why is you investing your time and money into her? And then you're complaining afterwards when she fucks you over. So that's why I say, if a person, a man, if you're doing that, you probably, to me, you're the most dangerous man out here. To me, you're a problem because you adding on to the problem. You're not rectifying it when it's right there in front of your face. So other than that, yeah, the simps, I take it to them. But anybody down on their luck or just don't know no better, don't just teach them the game. So that's how I look at it.
Hey, fellas, what would you say the difference between tricking and simping is? Or is just tricking like a subset of simping?
I think that's about right. Yeah, it's definitely a subset.
I think a simp protects and ignores the fucked up behavior patterns of these women. And the trick is a guy who just wants to give money for some pussy. The simp, in my opinion, is more dangerous, but the trick, he rewarding this whore instead of telling her to get a job. Like, I mean, like a trick wants to, hey, here's some money. I can't get the pussy, the natural way. So here's some money, but he'll fucking sacrifice his life for a dumb bitch who don't deserve it.
Yeah. Was he sacrificing his life, or is he sacrificing like a portion of his income?
No, I'm talking about the simp. The simple. The simple fight somebody for a dumb bitch, a wrong bitch. The simple he'll put his life on the line for a dumb bitch. Now a trick, he will just give money to a chick, even though she don't deserve it. I don't reward a woman at all just because, for any old reason. No, she got to earn it. She got to deserve it. But that's what tricks do. And the trick is not respected. She don't respect no trick. I mean, tricks are laughed at. Tricks are set up. They get robbed at hotels. So it's like, you can be a trick if you want, but if she's an evil bitch, she'll get you robbed. And if you want to be a simp, I mean, you can get yourself beat up or you're going to get yourself in some shit.
Right, but they collide. Usually it'd be like the simp robbing the trick. So somehow they correlate with each other.
The worlds cross over. There's some cross correlate with each other.
Exactly.
Brother Brandon said a simp will marry a thought. A simp will marry a thought.
Yeah. God damn.
Well, this is what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to get red pill on you folks right damn now because, see, this damn number right here You see this number right here? It's not matching this number right here. Y'all know I like these numbers to match. I don't like it when this number is higher than this number. So come on, move your hand over nice and slow. We haven't done this for a couple of weeks, so I'm gonna give y'all the tutorial this week. I know it's been a couple of weeks. So here we go. You're gonna take that hand nice and slow. I know y'all like me to do this. Take that hand nice and slow. Get it right over that like button. And click, and you're done. So how quick that was. I mean, you gotta like something on here, even if you don't like my black ass. I got Why You Mad on here. I got War Secrets on here. My brother Jay Shine, brother Game Changer. If you don't like me, you gotta like at least one of these brothers. Hit the damn like for them, for Christ's sakes. And also, while I got your attention, if you're feeling generous, you can throw a few coins in this here bucket. It's greatly appreciated, because y'all know this is worth money. Let me ask you brothers this. Now, when we talk about red pill, well, usually when you talk about red pill, you talk about, dealing with women, and things of that nature. But what do you brothers think far as the red pill philosophy goes, far as, everyday life, like with your job, how you deal with brothers and all that kind of stuff? I mean, how has that benefited you? Or do you apply the same red pill philosophy to your lifestyle that you apply to when you're dealing with females?
I mean, when you're red pill, you understand that the other person is trying to leverage you and never to take them at face value. So, and that applies to your job as well as, any aspect in your life. Don't just go for what's presented. Negotiate your salary when you start a job. Don't just take them for face value that they're going to, pay you what you're worth. When you buy a car, don't just pay the sticker price. Like, what they're presenting isn't always the reality. Like, just because somebody presents this as the value of the car or whatever you do, that doesn't mean that that's what it is. So yeah, you could take red pill into other aspects of your life. Absolutely.
Anybody else?
I look at it this way. I agree with what Game Changer said, but with me more, it's more like the movie. Once you red pill, now you're taking yourself out the matrix. Usually, when you was in the matrix, you was the one feeding it. And how was you feeding it? Through your energy, your existence. So once you disconnect, now you becoming your own entity. And that's usually how I look at it. You're your own mind, your own body. You find your own way. So that's how you got to look at things. Now you do what's best for you. Like as he said, negotiate your salary. I mean, you just got to negotiate everything. You got to look at everything, not just through a microscope, but you got to look ahead too. I want to see like a younger, because I'm older, so it's kind of hard to kind of speak for the younger guys, especially the ones that don't have kids, because I have kids. So I don't want to be telling anybody don't get married or don't have kids, because most men want that, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm saying don't depend on the system for it. Do what's for your best interest, so if you do decide to have kids, I mean, if it had to be a surrogate, or I don't know if you got to, make some type of contract or whatever, even with marriage, knowing that certain states you could get caught up with the, I think what they call that, once you with somebody 10 years marriage, you get caught
Common
up
law.
and still, common law, and still she could take you to court for that. So the things is do your research. You got to really be, read your books. It's the main thing. Do your research, look out for yourself, and just whatever you need to do to make you happy. That's the main goal. So it's, to me, it's not really just with the woman aspect. It's more so just being happy, and just doing, making your own path for yourself. Nobody, not letting anybody do it for you.
Well, what about you brothers with kids? Because I know a couple of brothers on the panel have kids. Do you kind of parent with a red pill philosophy?
Yeah,
philosophy?
Everything I do is red pill. You know what I mean? And but man, why you wasn't here earlier? But I was given an analogy about like the movie. I plug into the matrix when I need to plug into the matrix to take care of business because the matrix exists.
Right.
You know what I mean? It just is. It's there. But I plug into that bitch. I get what I need out of it, and I go back to the Nebuchadnezzar. But my daughter, she's on a Nebuchadnezzar with me, and I've trained her to be red pill. Her dealing with young girls and how shady they are and the social norms and the peer pressure and the pressure to be a certain way and talk a certain way and do certain things. And, you see all that as a parent. So the game I give my daughter is to make sure she sees things clearly, see things for what they are. Have a common sense approach to everything and always have your head on a swivel. Expect the bullshit. This is the world we live in. And, I get a good up. But that's the great thing about parenting. You get to point things out to another human being, without any interference. Hey, you saw that? See, I told you. You know what I'm saying? You get to do that time and time and time again. I'm warning you, don't do this. Hey, watch out for that. Hey, think about this. You know what I mean? Look at it this way. You know what I'm saying? You get to do that constantly as a parent. And I'm an engaged parent. Like right now, as we're talking, I'm going through my daughter's junior course request form. I'm picking the classes for next year. You know what I'm saying? This is what we do as parents. You know what I mean? When you're engaged. And if you're a red pill parent, you're not going to let your kids fall into the bullshit of, of society. Especially girls, man. I would say boys too, but our little girls are dreamers, man. Women are dreamers. That's what they do. They dream, they fantasize, and you kind of want to keep them that way, but you don't want them to fall into la la land, where they're just not being, they're not being realistic. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And you see that with a lot of our sisters, man. They're not being realistic. Now, think about it. I'm not trying to harp on, fake hair and nothing like that, but think of the psychosis of that, right? They've been taught that this is okay to do, so now they sit in the mirror and they think they look beautiful now. They've told themselves, and society's told them, this is what makes them beautiful. And now they believe it. And they actually look in the mirror and they think that's what makes them beautiful. And they've forgotten their own, inner beauty and their own natural beauty. And if you think I'm bullshit, just watch them. Watch how they play with it. It's fake. It's not their shit. They petting it constantly. Pushing it over their left ear like a white girl. You know what I mean? This shit transforms. This is a chick that's not in reality. You know what I mean? She's fell prey to La La Land, and a new social norm. And this is what this has become. And that's why it's dangerous. It's becoming a new social norm. I know people say, what's the big deal? It's the psychology of it. All right? This woman is not looking at things in reality. That is not your hair. Those are not your mannerisms. The way you move and touch your hair and all that, that's how a white girl moves. Because that's her hair and how she grows out of, you know what I'm saying? You're now pairing yourself and moving like another chick. And you don't fucking realize it. You know what I mean? Because you're caught up in some bullshit. And you don't realize it. And I can look at it, girl, and I'm glad I'm not, the black men are not dealing with it. Now, black men have other shit they deal with. You got brothers out here who think they white men, you know what I'm saying? Because they got a certain level of degree and they got a position or whatever the case might be, and they be able to talk a certain way. And hey, I talk like this, and, you know what I mean? So there's that too, you know what I mean? But when we're dealing with the physical, the basic nature of a human being, your physical being, who you are, I'm proud to say most brothers walk out in the world as black men. So our mannerisms follow that. We walk like black men. We talk like black men. I don't walk like a white dude. I don't, raise myself on the ball of my feet and stand like a white guy because I'm not a white guy. You know what I mean? I don't have, there's nothing in me, in my persona, that makes me pattern myself after a white man. I am patterning myself after a black man because I walk in the world as a black man. I see myself in the mirror as a black man. So as you see, as you do, you know. So when we talk about the red pill thing, we got to really look at how we raising our daughters, man, as parents. If you brothers out there, and if you're not in the home, man, do your best you can to get into your daughter's life and give her real game, give her reality. Make sure she is grounded in reality. All right.
You made some good points there, Jay Shine. But let me go on the other end, because see, I have two boys. I have two teenager boys.
Come on,
As
man.
me being a red pill father, as I want to kind of go back on what you said towards being dreamers. I mean, kids in general are usually dreamers, but usually I fed off that with my boys, because I constantly used to ask them what they wanted to be, and I fed off that, you know, and I didn't care. Like my youngest would say he wanted to be a race car driver. So I said, okay, well, can you name me what cars that go fast? He couldn't do that back then, but I would sit there and tell him, okay, well, go research. You have a computer, go research and come back and tell me. My oldest son, he would just talk about tours. He wanted to make videos and stuff like that. So I said, okay, let me know what you need to make videos. And he was like, well, I don't know. I said, okay, do the same thing I just told your brother. I start my boys off researching early. I say, hey, you have the computer, use it. It's not there just to be playing games and to be a leisure type of thing, which you still could do, but also use it because you could research and find out information just like I did. And that's what they start doing. Now, as my oldest as he's older now, both of them, you know, one's for to be in high school, one for to actually for going to 8th grade. And now my oldest, he's going to high school with honors. He's for to be in the engineering program. And that just started from himself going to YouTube. And that, you know, he started seeing Lego videos, and he was show me like, well, I want to, you know, play with Legos and do this. And I like, oh, you sure? Say, yeah. But that, you know, it's red pill. I could look him in his eyes. That's what you want to do. I went and got him some Legos. This is years ago. Watched him, help him build them. He wanted to keep doing it, got better at it. Now, straight A student for to be graduate with honors for to be in the engineer program in his high school. My youngest son basically tell you whatever cars that boy, his experience, he know more cars out there than I do. Now he telling me about Lamborghinis, how fast they go with engines that's in them. He been telling me now he wants to go to the auto show because he want to show me the newer cars that's coming out. So I say, hey, well, what you think about doing? He say, I probably want to be a mechanic. He's like, I love cars. So it's basically going off what they present to you, other than how it was back then. And I'm not just saying to other parents or other fathers that have kids, because, you know, we go through this nonsense, some of us with their mothers. And sometimes that kind of will, you know, bring an unnecessary drama, which we paying too much attention to that other than our kids. And I go through it. But I just, as being a red pill brother, I don't let that determine what I'm trying to do with my boys. So I take care of that separately, and I take care of that with them separately. I don't combine it. They don't know what's going on.
And it's like that Christmas mentality, you know, where they think this shit is falling out the sky, and you teaching them like this shit, you know, requires study, work.
Exactly.
You know, you want to get to the finish line, that champagne bottle, but there's a path to get to that champagne bottle and that chicken flag, you know. So yeah, man, and that's why I don't even teach my daughter about no Christmas. Fuck out of here, no Santa Claus out here.
No,
I never taught my daughter that shit. I think we plant those seeds of, you know, of sky gods and space gods and Santa Claus and fairies and all that shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
I teach my boys kind of like how my father did, like, but it's more so I tell them like, it's only you two. Be your brother's keeper. You know, y'all learn together, y'all grow together. So don't let anybody change that. Not even me.
Well, y'all got each other, man. Everything else is
exactly. Yeah. Exactly. And you're right. I don't do that Christmas. I don't do that Christmas and all that. You know, I asked them, and, you know, they just be like, no, you basically gave me what I needed. I'm like, I know. Exactly. So, you know, hey, so let's keep it going. You know, I don't see, the thing is, I don't reward my sons for bad behavior. I don't reward when they're not performing like I know they should. They know this. So I tell them, I know what you guys could do. And they know what they could do. And I just, hey, but I'm there to help you when you can't. That's what your dad here for.
I'm afraid to have sons, man. I only have one child. I have a daughter, but I'm afraid to have sons. You know why? Because my sons are gonna be monsters.
You know something.
They're gonna be
monsters. My thing is this. I'm afraid that I have boys, but it's not because of that. It's just because of where I'm at. The environment. It's the environment. Because it's a half and half. I'm in the suburbs, but their mother is in the city. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Well,
bro, that could be a good thing though, because I mean, your boy should have both. My dad lived in a suburb. My mom lived in the hood, so I had to go to school in the hood. So basically, I was able to learn both sides, and I was able to maneuver through life a lot easier, because you gotta learn when you're around certain people. You gotta know how to act around certain people. You can't be nice around evil people. So it's like when you're in a situation in which, like, for me, I'm speaking for myself. Like, when I went to school back in the day, I had some hardcore dudes I grew up with. We all were hardcore. And I knew that when you show weakness around those kind of dudes, you can get played. So it's like, I was able to go to the suburbs, play baseball, and go do wrestling and be with the white boys too. So it's like, don't worry about that aspect, because your boys are going to have both. They're going to have your teaching and the mother's teaching as far as in the ghetto. The best thing is they know that you gave him boundaries. Regardless of whatever those other kids do, they know my dad taught me. So
I gotta kind of disagree with you, because back then, even because like I said before, I was in the streets. A lot of the gangsters back then had honor. They did. It was a structure back then when it came to the hood back then. Now it's just these kids are renegades. They don't care about anything. And that's why I'm concerned. Now, if it was back then, maybe so. Now, no. Because these kids and these environments raised by these women, they don't have no honor. They don't have shit. They don't even have any structure within the game. So I just, that's why I'm it's a lot of stupid killings been going on now. Like the dumbest shit. Like back then, women and kids was, considered civilians. You didn't touch them. It's not like that anymore. A lot of, mostly it's the women and kids getting killed. Yeah. They're not hitting their targets.
Yeah.
And that's,
and like when I was growing up, I grew up in the hip hop generation. I was born in 77. So I grew up in New York through the rise of hip hop, so the code of the streets at that time is that you couldn't talk about it if you didn't live it. Jay-Z put it in a song. Son, where I'm from, Marcy, son, I thought it reminds y'all. He was giving you the code of Brooklyn streets. You know what I'm saying? How we got down. When niggas pull your card, you know what I mean? You couldn't come around faking the funk. Now you can be fake. You can be online. You can be something you're not. And all that shit comes from bitch culture. You know what I'm saying? And, just faking it till you make it type culture. So the hood is very dangerous for that reason. There's no code. There's no honor. You know what I mean? I wish like me and my homegirl had an argument about this young brother got killed, I think it was in 2017 in DC. He had the brand Jordans that came out, some limited version of Jordans. Now, when you look at the photos of the neighborhood, this nigga's in the slums of DC. Why in the fuck would his mother buy him that? You know what I mean? That's that's like taking your kid to the wild, drenching them. Putting your kid in the ocean of sharks, drenched in blood, with necklaces of meat around their neck. You know what I'm saying? That's what you just did to your kid. Why would you do that to your kid, man? But this is the type of lack of logic in the level of idiocy that's going on in the hood. You know what I mean? And it's just about emoting, acting out. So you got hyper emotional black males, hyper emotional black females, hyper masculine males, hypersexual females, and that's all that's in the hood. So when he said he was in the suburbs and his mom was in the city, that's why I grant. It's not because there's anything wrong with being part of the streets and getting both worlds. It's just that the street world, what we call the hood, has drastically changed.
Right.
I grew up in the crack 80s where we had the crack epidemic going, and it was still a code of conduct. back then. You know what I mean? We still have people like my grandmother in the hood that didn't take no bullshit. They would slap the fuck out of most of these females walking around here right now.
Facts.
Those women,
That's a
you know what I mean?
fact.
I go over there, would beat the fuck out of them. Call them heifers, get your ass in here, hussy. You know what I mean? They would not tolerate this shit that's going on right now from the girls and how they conduct themselves. You know what I mean? But you got women right now walking half naked in the hood, you know, twerking any time they want, right in front of the children.
And their grandmamas is half naked, just like them. Look at what's the China stripper? When I don't know if y'all seen her mother, she was on Instagram naked.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And she's a grandmother. She's a grandma.
There's no integrity. There's no honor.
None.
There's no accountability. There's nothing. You know what I mean? And the niggas that they fuck with in the hood, and it's only a small number of dudes, Rob Perkins type niggas. You know what I mean? Who can have 4 or 5 baby mamas. You know what I mean? 6 baby mamas. You know what I mean? So that's what the hood is turned into.
Yep.
And they're choosing it.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
And I don't want my kids, I don't want my boys seeing that. I don't. So, but that's what I mean about the red pill, because I know it's that system. I try. See, that's why I'm not really, my attention is not really on the mama. It's really now with the courts. So it's like, oh, okay, and keep working. You know what you need to do to get custody of your boys. So, but now I get what you're saying, War. If it was back then, yeah. Now, hell no.
And the war is right, man. Like if we had a code of conduct in the streets, it doesn't matter whether you street or live in the suburbs, man. You know, if the home is similar in the hood, it could be similar to the home in the suburbs when it comes to morals, ethics. You know what I mean?
Code of conduct, because code is universal, isn't it?
It is.
At least it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be.
Honor is. I know that. So
yeah.
Yeah, in that context, you guys are right, man. Once I graduate and I moved out that neighborhood, you forget how the streets are. I mean, you forget how things change over time. And look, streets do change. And the youngsters today, where I'm from, they don't know me. I moved on. So you got a whole new generation out there that are youngsters that are coming up. So you're right, man. Different type of code, there's no code, honestly. And it's just all kind of shit going on. And I can't give you no advice on your 2 sons, bro, because it is a hard situation as far as what you explained. Now that I hear you clearer, me, I don't got no kids, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the best I can to instill values in my kid and make sure that they don't disrespect nobody that's not on their level, but they're just gonna go the right way in life. You know what I mean? Like they're gonna know that my dad gave me these boundaries, and just because you're doing it, I'm not gonna follow you.
You know what's really serious about what I was talking about earlier with the hair shit? We got a whole generation of black boys who don't appreciate or not going to appreciate the natural beauty of a black woman because they're not seeing nothing but fake sisters. You know what I mean? Nothing but. I grew up in an era where sisters had Halle Berry haircuts, and you know they would do shit like the salt and pepper haircuts. I grew up in a hip hop generation where sisters were more natural. Then we had the poetic justice era with the braids, and you know what I mean. And we made fun of weaves. We clowned this shit. You know what I'm saying? We clown, wigs and all that. We was getting back to some natural shit. We was repeating in the 90s what we were doing in the 60s and 70s with the naturals. You know what I mean? So I feel sorry for these brothers coming up nowadays, because now when they get older, they're not even going to appreciate the natural beauty of a sister. And you wondering why they want to talk Kardashian. You wondering why they want to talk Kylie Jenner. You know what I mean? They want the real thing, because you sitting around here, sister, pulling your fake ass 19-inch weave around your ear like a white girl, and throwing your hair around like a white girl, and you're not. So your femininity that you're raising the boys with is one of a white woman.
Yeah, they either doing that or they wearing that shit for 9 months, and it's green, gray, and brown mold growing under that shit.
Hey, so how did it come to this? Because I remember when that used to be made fun of. I remember Shanae. I remember Wanda from In Living Color. Like that whole style was made fun of.
Remember that parody song that came out, Hair? Weave. Do you really want hair? Weave. Yeah. If you watch that video, if you go online right now, watch that video from 1989. Ooh, do you really want hair? Do you really want weave? It was a parody of the Today song, Him and Me. And you watch that shit, we clown this shit. We clown this shit to oblivion. And the crazy thing is, the outrageous weaves they have in this parody video are commonplace now. This is how ridiculous it's gotten. You know what I mean? With the lengths and the volume. It's ridiculous. So you don't have no appreciation for a natural sister. I do, because I grew up around natural women.
Remember,
I grew up
Coming
around
to
real.
America and
Well, let me hold on,
Blow.
y'all. Let me go ahead and read this super chat from brother Azaria23. Good look on the $10 super chat. He says, I'm from the hood and ran a trap house, but my wife is corporate. God damn, that's a crazy combination, isn't it? Now I don't now I don't mess with the hood, but my wife keeps finding her way to the hood against my will. Am I wrong or being pissed? Am I wrong for, I guess he meant for, am I wrong for being pissed because she goes?
That's
I don't know if
I'll let you go.
you're
I got something to say, but I'll let you go.
that depends on what she's going to the hood for. If she's going to the hood to visit her old mama, ain't nothing you could too much say about that. But if she's going to the hood and she's sitting on the stoop and she's smoking blunts and drinking 40 ounces with her old friends, that may be a problem. Being that, you know, she's a corporate person and you from the streets, but you're not in the streets no more. She's from corporate, but now she's in the streets. That's kind of tough. I don't think I would be too comfortable with her being up in the hood without me, because I would question why she's going, unless she's going to see her old mama or something, then ain't nothing you can do. But if she's just going to be going, I would question that, brother. That was me. Okay. I would question that.
You gotta
go ahead.
You gotta prepare some most of the time. Sometimes a chick's gonna go left. And a lot of these dudes, they get too deep in their feelings with a chick. I mean, you got to be able to just drop a chick in a heartbeat, man, and look at a woman as a vessel. If you're looking for kids, look at her as a vessel only. She's going to carry your seed, and you're going to get your seed. And if she goes left, fine, I'm going to get custody. I don't get my feelings in like that for a chick because I know she can go left. I only look at her as a vessel. I only need her for one thing, to carry my fucking seed. Other than that, I'm not going to get caught up in those feelings because she will have you ready to kill something. A bitch will drive you crazy if you got your heart in her, but they will go left, man. And I couldn't imagine what he's going through, because let some bitch do that to me.
That's tough.
I'm going to walk away and get away from her.
Actually,
that's a fucking guy's head up.
Yeah, actually, it's not that tough. It's not that tough. It's going back to being red pill, brother. The brother made a good question in the chat room, but you got to be red pill and be logical about the situation. She was fucking with you when you was in the streets. So that's what she likes, man. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying that's what she likes. Just accept the reality of that.
Yeah, I'm not saying she's wrong. I'm not saying she's wrong. All I'm saying is that women go.
No, I'm not arguing with you, brother. I'm talking to the brother in the chat room and his message. I'm talking directly to him right now that, he has to realize that, it's not about right or wrong, and it's just what she likes. When you was running the trap house, she was fucking with you, and then that's what she likes, man. You know what I mean? So now you growing and you moving on, you know what I'm saying? And she's not. You got to accept the reality. This is where she is. There's a lot of sisters who just look at black male masculinity through the lens of a D-boy. That's black masculinity to them. Hustler. That's black masculinity to them. My brother that's got a 6-figure gig, that's square, ain't got no drama in life. They just don't want that. They're not attracted to that. You know what I mean? It just is what it is. How many sisters we know, how many stories we heard about COs fucking drug dealers in the prisons? Black females. What about that sister that got fired who was a DA, a fucking attorney who was dealing with drug dealers? What about that black sister who just got killed, the black cop who was out there hanging with drug dealers all the time? They're attracted to this kind of life. So you're going to have to move on, player. You have to cut loose. Just accept the reality. That's what she likes.
Anybody else want to wrangle that?
Let me give him a little game. Like, I don't know what his situation is now, but if they, him and his wife still stand together. But my advice is to tell you, if you don't own the house or the apartment, you're not paying all the bills or something. If she's doing it, you got to basically leave her alone. If she's basically in control of that, you can't really tell her nothing if she decides to go back to the hood or do whatever she's doing. My advice to you is, hopefully you got your stuff together. You legit, you got a good job, and basically you're the leader in the home. If you is, then you give her an ultimatum. You let her know this is not acceptable. I don't want you going back there. If you do it again, then the shit over with. But that's you have to be in the position that I mean, you're paying everything. You're paying the bills. She's not paying the bills. You're paying the bills, or at least y'all doing it together. But you're mostly holding it down. Because
let me give you some real life examples though. All right, so motherfuckers to stop playing games with themselves. A lot of these sisters, you think classy women love being with thug ass niggas. Nia Long dated nothing but drug dealers. Steve Harvey's wife was in the streets dealing with drug dealers. Sanaya Latham laying it with thugs. Kylie Pratt tattooed up laying with thugs. I mean, these are girls that can bag doctors. These are girls who can bag lawyers, but they're still running back to the street shit. You understand? It's just what it is. It's what it is. You know what I mean? So if the girl's running back and you keep saying she's been going back and forth, it seems like you already had this conversation. So the thing is, for me, I'm not going to tell a bitch more than once.
Right. Yeah. But what I'm saying, I don't know his situation because he's just saying that he gives her house. So I don't know wherever he's saying if it's in her name or if it's in his name.
Well, if it is, he can just bounce. Just bounce.
That's true.
If it's her, shit,
just stick in your blanket and roll out, man.
Yeah, just bounce.
Right. Right.
Yeah. I mean, that's it, man. Move on, because obviously he's grown. He's grown past the shit. He got his paper. He did his thing. He hustled. You know what I mean? And that just is what it is, man. You got to accept the reality of certain situations. Now, if she got your kids and she's still running back to the hood, then you need to go ahead and step into that courtroom and fight and get your shit done. You know what I mean? Do what you got to do. Just
probably
fight that fight, man. And don't worry about her fucking
feelings,
man. Worry about your kids.
No, he probably be able to get him quicker because that's all he got to prove. That's what she's doing. You know, she putting herself in a bad situation. All he got to do is prove that. He get the keys. He'll get his kids. Right.
Yeah.
She put herself in danger.
She liked you better when you was in the hood. She liked you better when you was a hood.
Right.
When you was a hood Negro. Okay. Now that you out of the hood, she don't want you no more.
Exactly.
Not to make light of it.
When I was a straight Neanderthal, man, I had no drama with the females. None. I was a straight asshole, just doing what the fuck I want to do. Yo, what's up, son? Yo, what's up, bitch? Yo, I had no problems. When I became enlightened and I started doing, business and trying to be, civil, if you will, that's when the drama started.
Yeah.
That's when the arguing and talking back started. When I was a straight, saying like, yo, shut the fuck up, bitch. I had no problems. None. You know what I mean? I'm going to the club tonight, man. I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, why didn't you call me in 2 days? Because I ain't fucking feel like talking to you. What's up? How you doing? You coming over today? When I was talking to girls like that, I had no problems.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as I became, a square, if you will, working the 9 to 5, paying my bills and chilling and taking off my chains. I still got my chains. They in a bag somewhere. But when I just changed things up and became, an adult, if you will, that's when all the bullshit starts. So this lets let you know the nature of the females we're dealing with. Like my man said in the chat room, it's culture. It's a culture thing.
Yeah.
And that just is what it is. That's just the reality of it, man. So I don't fight reality. It's, I don't argue. I don't go into the woe is me. Damn, why is it like this? It just is, nigga.
Yeah. And that's isn't that part of the red pill philosophy, man? Seeing shit see shit for where it is.
I'm glad you brothers just said that because I want to kind of, speak a little bit more about what Jay Shine was saying because it's kind of with like the opposite, like with me, like when I don't call it the hood. I just say, when I was in the black community or in the city, that,
black community,
commuter tie, or, I call it the commute, however you want to put it. But I had, when I was out there, being Billy Badass, like I had a lot of women, but you know why? Because you had a lot of women that was in that environment that stayed there. And you had women, like he was saying, the guy in the chat, you had a lot of corporate women. I knew these women because I would be up early on the corner doing my thing or whatever, moving around. And I would see these women get up and they would take the L and go downtown to work. These women had jobs downtown. So it was like, wow. So, as I got older and I changed my life around, I moved out here to these suburbs. I don't see them women no more. It's not it's quiet out here. It's not a whole bunch of black women out here. It's really not, it's basically none. If they are, they're married. And now I was thinking to myself, like, why wouldn't it be more black women that work downtown out here? out here in the suburbs
I
than
can
the
answer
women
that.
that was out there. Go ahead. But you see what I'm saying? Like, that was crazy to me. But then as I
No, I see what
started
you're
learning
saying.
the game, right now, but go ahead, bro.
Go ahead, game changer.
Black women generally are at the bottom of the corporate totem pole. So what they do is they kind of create this facade. Like, you know, you see them with the downtown jobs and the suits on, and then they go in there to get Mr. some coffee. You know, they're not really getting it like that. And the stats prove it. You know, their income is I think it's like what, $600 a month less than ours. You know, they just appear that they getting it like that, but they really are not getting it like that. One of the advantages of staying in the hood and staying with hood dudes is that they can feel like a CEO or just like a top bitch, even though that they're just like a receptionist or some shit like that, you know. But they feel like that when they work in, you know, next to somebody who's mopping the floors at Jack in the Box or something. So, you know, that's all a facade. That's what they do to kind of like keep their ego going.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Good point, game changer. Great point.
Real good point.
So just because they're going to work in the fancy skirt suit, don't mean they're making no money.
Exactly. Trust me, I work with these chicks, and they not, you know, I always see them on the bottom, you know, and they hop on the BART afterwards. Everybody else got a car, and you know, they probably go to whatever hood they come from, and you know, people there think they big shit.
He said they hop on the BART. They also hopping on that boss's dick too. Don't think that shit ain't happening still.
Oh yeah, they
busting that wide open for boss.
I mean, that might be going on. My boss is, I mean, when you really work like in the downtown, when you really work these jobs, these white boys with their white women, I don't want to shit on sisters too hard, but they are not thinking about you unless you are like the top of the top.
Yeah,
they are not thinking about you.
Or you look like something. Yeah, if you're walking around real, good looking brother. Yeah, but that's that bed book shit though. You know what I'm saying? They treat you like a bed book.
But no, like these around the way girls, it's so bad. It's so bad. They don't even like consider them as. I mean, they consider them as female, but they don't consider them as like a sexual. They don't consider them as. Damn, how can I say this?
I know what you're trying to say. Go ahead, man.
Okay. So my friend was telling me the story, right? He said this Indian dude was telling him about this club. He was like, "Oh man, you got to go to this club, right? They got every kind of girl you could think of. They got Latin girls, they got Indian girls, they got Oriental girls, they got Vietnamese girls, they got white girls, they got those Valley girls. You know, they got this. He's like, do they got black girls? It's like, like didn't even think of, like when they list like women, they don't even think that's how it is.
Yeah.
You know,
black women don't understand. Black women don't understand this, and this is something I tell sisters every time I get a chance to talk to good women. When I talk to women, I think are worth something. Even if they're single moms, they just got a good vibe about them, good head about them. I look. You have to find, and y'all sisters have to find the power and exclusivity. Again, y'all don't understand what that means. You know what I mean? Being an exclusive chick, being an exclusive vagina, being an exclusive pussy, you know what I mean? It's power. It gives you a lot more clout with men. Even if a man kind of ghosts you for a little bit, but he's still watching you, and that respect builds. Because you ain't some jump off. You ain't some jump around bitch. You know what I'm saying? So, even though you might not be getting all the attention you might want, there's a lot of long-term, equity and exclusivity.
Absolutely. I mean, if you're looking to have a decent life as a woman, this is what I tell my daughters, okay? Because I have 2 adult daughters, okay? And I tell my daughters all the time, if you're looking to be part of a life, if you're looking to be part of a family, you probably need to carry yourself that way, because men aren't going to see you that way if you're slinging it all over the place. I mean, a man is not going to look at you like a potential wife, potential long-term relationship if every time you turn around, you slinging it here, you slinging it there, you got a baby by this one, a baby by that one. How's somebody supposed to look at you as a person of value when you don't even value your damn self. I mean, you on your back so goddamn much you got the Cupid sores back there. So it's like, I mean, at some point, you know, you have to show some value in your own black ass self. If you want men to value you as a woman, don't you think you should be trying to value yourself? Even if you run up on a couple red pill dudes and they're like, hey, look, I ain't trying to wife you, girl. You know, I'm just trying to hit that. Guess what? If you don't want to do that, if that's what you're not about, say no. Say no. That's not for me. I'm not the one to just be hit and quit. All right. Now, mind you, you may get, you know, brushed off quite a bit, depending on who you run into. But guess what? Eventually, you might just attract somebody worth a damn, and they might just marry your black ass and make an honest woman out you. And I know that doesn't appeal to most of you, but it should, God damn it. Because see, me as a father, I want dudes to marry my goddamn daughters, so I don't have to take care of them for the rest of my goddamn life. You understand? And you women out there who got fathers, trust me, your father wants some Negro to marry your black ass, so he does not have to freaking take care of you for the rest of his goddamn life. So for your father's sake, if you got one, be better. Goddamn, be better. You know what I mean? Let me ask you brothers this. When women run up, or should I say when men run up that are red pill on women, do you notice as a red pill brother, can you tell that the women can tell that you are red pill? Can they tell it? Can they tell that, hey, this is a red pill brother I'm dealing with? Can you see that in when you interact with them? And I don't just necessarily mean, you know, when you're dating or whatever, like just daily interaction, everyday interaction when you deal with women. Can they tell that you got that red pill shit in your mind?
Most of them do, because they're not going to pull certain things with you. See, like, chicks are not stupid. They know who they know who they can pull money out of. They know who they can talk shit to and run game on. But when the chick knows she's dealing with a dude that has structure, discipline, and is about something, I mean, if she's not ready for it, more than likely she ain't gonna deal with it. Now, in my opinion, when I deal with chicks, it's straight up. And honestly, I never had a bad relationship with a black chick, but I do see the dysfunction as far as their behavior and how they're raising dysfunctional children. Because when black chicks come in my presence, it's cooperation. I'm a real dude. I'm a real dude, and they know I'm a real dude, and I ain't on no bullshit. But at the end of the day, it's like a lot of these chicks, man, they will fuck you over if they think you're a sucker.
Let me tell you this story with a female I was dealing with a couple of weeks back. Because we went out, we did our thing, right? That following morning, you know, she was saying that she wanted some more alcohol. So I was telling her, well, you know, I have to go to work. But I was like, wow, do you drink in the morning? That's your thing? And she was like, yeah. She's like, this is what I do, you know. Nobody can't tell me. She was like, nobody can't tell me what to do. So I said, you know what? I said, you're right. I said, you're right. So I said, okay, well, let me go ahead and drop you back, you know, take you back home. So she got, you know, they get upset and like, well, what you mean? I'm like, no, I'm gonna take you back home. So, okay, a day go by, you know, I didn't call her because I'm not fit to deal with that. I was like, I'm not fit to. So she called me, and you know, following day. So why you didn't call me back? And but I was like, you know, well, I don't really deal with that. I'm like, that's your thing. Like you say, you could do what you want to do. So I was allowing you to do what you want to do. And, you know, she tried to get upset with me and say, you know, well, you're an asshole. And I was like, you know, I said, you know what? That's fine, but you're an alcoholic. And you know what she proceeded to do? Start sending me a whole bunch of naked pictures of herself. Ooh. I look good. And who usually would get that? Usually women will come back, F you a block. She just started sending me these naked pictures of, and I was like, oh wow. I was like, and then once she got done, she was like, well, so do you like now? I'm like, no, you still an alcoholic. And say, I'll talk to you later. And she was like, it was like, I know she was like, what? She said the text like, what? And I didn't respond back. But I still went back and looked at them pictures. I was like, wow, she's not a bad looking alcoholic, but you know, alcoholic look good in these pictures, but I'm good. So, but
thanks for the inspiration. Hey. I appreciate the inspiration. Thank you.
Right, thank you.
Damn, you
I'll pass.
Yeah.
I'll pass, but that's kind of how it is. Because any other simp dude be like, oh, okay, you want me to go get your filth? Let me go pick you up. You know, let me get And she would have treated like, why you call me alcohol? You a jackass. You got. She saw me. I stood on what I said, and that's when she was like, even afterwards, she saw I didn't bite. She was just like, whoa, I know. Bye. I was like, bye bye.
Yeah.
So.
That red pill shit make you do that. That's that red pill shit right there.
That's how you raise a chick too. Now she got a fork in the road.
Mm-hmm.
She probably gonna keep going down that road of being drunk and being silly and being dumb because she's thinking on a primal level. Let me tell you something about some of these women, man. These women, when you're dealing with whole culture, you're dealing with a primalness. You're dealing with primal, nature of a woman. All right. And what they try to do is use your dogness. They try to tap into your dog nature to get their way. And that's what she just tried to do with my man. Here's a naked picture of me. Here's some sexy photos. So you can go be a dog and they can still get what they want from you, which is some sex and some companionship. And she's going about it the wrong way. But this is what whole culture is produced. It's produced a bunch of primal women.
But that's where the red pill come in. Because what I eventually showed her was the wall. I became the wall for her. Mm-hmm. Others would have been like, no, what you want, and cater to that shit. No, I showed her the wall. I was the wall, and she couldn't accept that. That's why she was like, "What?
Yeah,
what?"
But you also gave her, an opportunity in life to get her shit together too, because now she's a different type of brother out here who's not on some dog shit, who's not thinking with his penis, he's thinking with his head. So it's a different level of brother out here, and if you want that level of brother, you're gonna have to come a different way. So now, if the next dude come along, she's gonna have, a choice to make. She can keep playing the same dumbass games, or she can clean herself up.
Because she gonna remember what I did to her, because I probably was the first. So she gonna think twice next time. Feeling she could just do whatever she wants.
Plus, I mean, a woman can't do nothing but respect a man who don't think with his penis. I mean, if women know you don't think with your dick, they don't have no choice but to fucking respect you, man, because they know you don't think with your dick. So, for them to get any time with you or attention from you or anything like that, they know they can't come with that old funk box between their legs. They got to come with some other shit, because they know you don't think with your penis. So it's like, I have to come at this brother. I got to talk to him about history or philosophy, or me and him, we got to sit down and talk engineering or some shit like that. Because
no, brother,
he ain't think about that old funk box. Goddamn.
No, but hold on, but brother,
they don't even try. Like in my experience, once they see that you're red pill, the only thing they'll try to make them seem like they highbrow is religion. They'll try to get into church shit.
Facts.
Once that fails, they don't try no engineering. They don't try no shit like that because they don't know it, and they got to go research it, and they're not about to do that. So it's like, fuck it. But what they do is they try to be like, oh yes, I'm a church girl. It's like, come on now, you got 4 kids. I know what the fuck.
Only God can judge me. Tupac.
Yeah, exactly. So I know what you are. You're not, you might try to seduce to seem, less hood with the church thing, but that's all you got. You can't really have a real highbrow conversation because that's not really what you up to.
But even when they do try the church thing, still have them hold their own accountability. That's how you get them every time. Like, you got 4 kids by four different men. Just ask them why. Why? What happened? And they blah blah blah. So whose fault is it? His or yours?
You're right.
You become the wall.
Well,
Go
I
ahead,
mean,
brother.
in their defense, they had those 4 kids before they went to wifey school.
Oh
Nah,
yeah, that's right. Yeah, wife school. Yeah,
I
Yeah, before they
wife
went to
yeah.
wife
school.
school.
Before they found
Crazy.
Jesus,
Hey,
that's right.
game
Before they got
changer. We talked
baptized.
about
I'm
this.
sorry.
We
You're
talked
right.
about this earlier on Obsidian's channel, man. They got to go to women's school first.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
gotta go to some type of
They
etiquette.
they got to get baptized. They
I
got
mean,
to
look,
become
man. Some of these women
reborn.
don't know how to. They don't know how to keep the hygiene up, man. We talking about forget being a wife, just being a fucking woman, being feminine, and learning how to be feminine and learning how to power femininity, man. Like, there's nothing wrong with being feminine. Like,
Yeah.
I'm a
Yeah.
real dude, man. But a chick come to me
Yeah.
and she's soft and she rubbed my head and all that, man. She got me. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
That
Like, you know what I'm
softens the
saying?
beast. That softens the
She's
beast
soft,
every
man.
time.
Yeah, man.
Every time.
They try to show you this in Avengers, nigga. You know what I mean? Shit.
And you don't have to do a lot of talking. Yeah, you don't have to do a lot of
Nope.
talking.
No, exactly.
Nope.
You know what I mean?
There doesn't have to be a lot of
What did
talking.
Black Widow do? She took her glove off and said, "Come on, big guy," and she touched his hand, and that motherfucker shrunk on down back to a regular white man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're trying to show you, they're giving you hints. You know what I mean? But motherfuckers don't want to do it. They want to be around, knucklehead niggas, knuckle dragging niggas, so they can get their primal fix. That's what they're
And
looking
see,
for.
let me put these women on game, because it was like, well, most of us would be the opposite. You probably take the glove off or whatever. You rub on me, son, probably go start growing. So, hey, come on now, women. If you feminine, oh my God. Oh man, I love a feminine. Oh man, ain't nothing but a feminine, soft touch woman.
I think a lot
ahead.
of women have been conditioned, especially in Black society, to see femininity as weakness. That's why they've been conditioned to see it as weakness. So of course they don't want to appear weak, to a man. So why would they appear feminine, to a man? Because that's them being weak for that man, because they've been taught, usually by the old black ass mama, because their mama always taught them that, don't be taking no shit off no man. Men ain't shit. Blah blah blah. So you grow up hearing that shit. Of course, you're gonna have an adversarial view of men, and you're not gonna want to show no feminine side to no man, because in your mind, if you're being feminine with the man and being submissive to that man, even if that's your man, you're showing this man that you're weak. Okay, because women want to be thought of as strong. Okay, and see, I don't necessarily need a woman that's strong. I need a woman that's kind of strong-minded, but I don't need her to be strong as far as our relationship goes. I mean, I got that shit covered. Okay, I got the strong shit covered. You can be weak. I don't give a shit. You can be weak emotionally. You can be, weak far as physicality. I don't care about this shit. I don't need you to be strong all the goddamn time, because see, if you're being strong all the time, what the hell am I doing? Okay, what the hell am I doing? I mean, I don't, and see, they get strength mixed up. I think a woman's being strong when she's being cooperative, when she's being feminine, when she's being understanding, okay, and when she listens. That's her strength, okay? When she's competent, when she has respect for you, respect for what you think, okay? Respect for what you say, and she honors you even when she's not around you. That's a woman being strong. But see, they got it all mixed up. They got it all mixed up. They think being strong is being loud, belligerent, volatile, toxic, disrespectful, vulgar. They think all that shit is strong. They also think they're strong when they raised in their 5 bastards. Like, they're quick to tell you, oh, I'm strong. I'll take care of my kids. Who the fuck else supposed to do it? They're yours, aren't they? Who else supposed to take care of them? You ain't getting no round of applause for doing something you're supposed to do. If that's the case, I might as well give everybody a round of goddamn applause for breathing. I mean, you want to get in here, war or game changer? I don't know which one flashed up first.
Yeah. I'll add something. Look, chicks will settle for bad attention if they can't get good attention from the guy they like. So, for example, if a black chick see you and she know that you're out of her league and you don't respond to her overt like attention, she'll then go for bad attention. And that means she'll start an argument with you. She'll just do some random shit just to get a response out of you. But this is where you got to be smart and play your cards right, man. And just don't fall for anything that's going to make you go out of character.
I take a different approach to that, War. And because what I come to realize, and I agree with you on the first part, it's just I respond different. What I come to realize is that they're gonna get that attention anyway. Like when she's popping off at you, that's not really. I mean, a part of it is to get your negative attention, but then after she get that, she's gonna go to her friends and tell that story over and over again. So if she has 10 friends, she gets 10 attention credits from all of her friends. You know, that's her real attention grab is to be like, yeah, then I was in this nigga face and you know, I was like blah 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 and he didn't do shit because he know better, you know, and then that's her whole get off. You know, me, I meet the shit head on, you know. I'll argue with a bitch all night, wake up in the morning before I go to work, and then turn the power off on the circuit box outside and lock it, you know, before I let her feel like she could get over on me.
Yeah, I got you. But I mean, sometimes like that could be kind of dangerous. Look, in my opinion, when a chick will settle for bad attention in this Me Too era, it's kind of dangerous. So what I do is, bro, I mean, don't get me wrong. A bitch are opening her mouth, I'm gonna put it in her place. But if I know that she wanted my attention, if I know she wanted my positive attention first, and now she's flipping out because I didn't give it to her, I'm already ahead of her mentally, so I'm not going to like feed into it. I know she likes me, and I know she knows that I'm not fucking with her. So now she just wants to say, fuck you. I'm going to be a bitch to you. So it's like, that's what I notice about all these black chicks that know that the guy's out of the league. They know I'm not going to look at him like that. They know I'm not. So what they do is say, fuck it. I'm going to settle for bad attention. I'm going to be a bitch. I'm just going to fuck him over.
My mistake. I misunderstood the scenario. I thought you were talking about a chick you were with. I didn't know you were talking about a chick who's just interested. Yeah. Then yeah, I agree. Apologies for that. But TPOT. I wanted to touch on, because you said that this was coming from their mother. This whole thinking that being feminine is weak. I agree, but only because the mother, I think it's coming from the outside. I think it's coming from, because when you look at the shit that they watch, and I'm really targeting one particular movie, Color Purple. You know, I think that's where a lot of these chicks got that concept from. Because who do you have? You have Celie. Celie is the weak, submissive one. You know, what is she? She's ugly. She's nappy headed. You know, she get her ass beat by Mr. all the time. She's suffering as a result of being feminine or being, you know, submissive. And all the beautiful women, I don't know if you would call them that, but I mean, all the beautiful women, all the women who are written to be beautiful women in the story were strong. Suge Avery, you know, strong. I mean, if you want to and what's her name? Her sister, strong. You know, her sister was a strong woman who grew up with no husband and no kid. You know, she's a strong single woman. Who else? Oprah, Sophia, strong. You know, strong women don't get beat. Strong women don't get mistreated by Mr. You know, that's only the weak women. That's only the Celies of the world. They really kind of drove that into black women's head, you know. So now they're afraid. They're afraid that and notice how the men reacted to the strong women, you know. Harpo couldn't get enough of Sophia. You know, he could, you know, she was fat as hell and ugly as fuck. And he left a prettier chick for her, you know. He couldn't get enough of that because she's strong. They are so confused by shit like that they actually think that we like it. And they're confused when we don't. You know, they think when we don't like it that we're gonna turn into Mr. or some shit like that. You know, so I think that these you know, movies, these blockbuster movies and books that they be putting into their soul is really fucking them up.
And game changer. Don't forget the racial aspect of it too, man. Like, in society, the top male is not us.
Well, yeah. You know,
I mean, and a lot of this disrespect that we deal with for sisters stems from the fact, like, who the fuck are you, nigga?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
but
a lot of
doesn't
this
it?
shit stems from. You know what I mean? Like, who
Yeah,
the
but
fuck are you? Who
doesn't
the
it?
fuck you think you are? You know?
Doesn't it still go back to the mother though? Because many men are accepting of that shit. And the reason why they accept it is because they were groomed in that environment with a black woman who taught them, like we talked about earlier, to freaking worship them. Their mother taught them to worship them, worship that volatility, worship that belligerency, worship that loudness, that animated freaking personality, worship that I can do no wrong. So when a brother gets out into the world and he's got a woman, he thinks that shit's normal because he was raised by someone who was just like that, maybe even worse. So when he sees a woman who acts like that, he doesn't think anything's wrong. He's this is the way shit's supposed to be. But on the other side of that, when these freaking black hoes find themselves lucky enough to get picked by a white man, they are so different. You know why? Because white men don't tolerate that bullshit. Why? Because in white man's world, men lead. In white men's world, daddy knows best. Father knows best. So she can't come to the white man with that strong black woman shit because he'll show her ass the door.
Yeah, but go back.
Well, remember
go
the
back
movie.
to what Game Changer said though.
Remember the movie. Wait, right quick. Remember the movie? What happened when Sophia tried to bring that shit to white men?
Yeah,
exactly.
She got right.
Yeah.
She got
and that's the thing. And you know, Game Changer was saying earlier about the powers of outside influences is that in our society, you know, there's no backlash for disrespecting black males.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? You know, so that also is that's something that the women see, and they're just acting accordingly. You know what I mean? They're just going along with society. Like I like to quote Cerulean. Cerulean has made a good point. He said women are nesters. They nest in the society. So as our society go, the women go.
Yeah.
You know, and us as men, you know, one man at a time, hopefully as a wave, we can change it by, you know, taking our dick and going home and, you know, practicing dick discipline and being on some real man shit. You know, like, look, this is how it is.
Well,
take it or leave it. You know what I mean?
As red pill men and as content providers, we are the outside influence for a lot of these young boys. You know, we are their color purple.
I hope so.
Yeah,
because most dudes go where the pussy's at. And right now, the pussy's on Ratchet TV. The pussy's on Ratchet, you know, YouTube. And you see it with the other females that be in the quote unquote manosphere, right? And they live streams. And there's a bunch of men just sitting up on the channel, sitting in the chat room. You see what I'm saying? So men, you know, our simps, if you will, are still going to gravitate to where the girls are.
But the problem is, I'm sorry, how do you say your name? Trishan. Okay. So the problem is, and this is where they're fucking up. This is where the succubus is fucking up. Is that boys follow where the pussy at, but they not fucking these boys. You know, they not fucking they simps. You know, that's like not watering your plants. You got to fuck your simps every now and again.
and not only that they're not fucking them, they're disrespecting them at the same time.
Exactly. I mean, so the simps are eventually gonna learn, you know. I mean, how many simps do Cynthia G have on her panel? She got Taz, a few other niggas, you know. Who did she fuck? A nigga that's not simping on her, you know. So that really, you know, I mean, simps will wake up once they realize, you know, like I've been simping for a while. When am I gonna get some pussy? You know,
right?
So boys, they'll follow the pussy, but guess what? They do. The women aren't fucking them.
Well, that's what I was saying early on Sidney's channel. Tonight is your night. If you are dry, if you're going through a dry stretch, this is the night to come up. It is the day. There's a lot of sisters out tonight with their homegirls getting drunk. They're single as fuck, and they want the fantasy. They'll take the night of pleasure to act like they got a boo, you know, because it's V-Day. All right, so don't go out like a chump. Go out and get your dick wet tonight.
And just make sure if it's a sleepover and she wake up in the morning talking she wants some alcohol, you get that motherfucker to the crib quick.
Yeah, man, and wear your condoms tonight. God damn it.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah,
yes, strap up.
We don't want
Strap
no.
up.
We don't
Yourself at
want
all
no.
times,
No
boy.
oops, goddamn Valentine's Day babies by some chick you met in some
Yeah.
bar. All right.
Hey,
Don't want no Atlanta Valentine massacre. Atlanta Valentine
You know,
massacre.
Don't
So,
be having no oops babies by some chick you met in the bar tonight. Okay,
You
you see
know.
her next time you see her, she talking about she pregnant. You ain't seen her in like 4 months. Now she walking up talking about she got pregnant by you on Valentine's Day. All
and
right,
she's
all
so
right.
pregnant.
You have
wear
a
your
Thanksgiving
condoms.
baby, boy. You'll be a Thanksgiving
Yeah,
baby.
man. Screw all that.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah, man,
I don't mind brothers getting out there, man, and doing their thing, man. I just want brothers to be cognizant, conscious, and condom heavy. Okay, be conscious, be cognizant, and be condom heavy.
Hey,
You
look, I'm not no
understand?
saint,
The
man.
three
X, I'm not no
C's.
saint. I plug into the matrix whenever I need to. So whole culture is part of the matrix.
Yeah,
I
it
plug
is.
in.
Yes.
I plug in when I need to. I got needs.
Yeah,
You
it's
know what
in
I
there.
mean? But
Yeah.
guess what I don't have? I don't have a bunch of baby mamas though. So there's different levels of dick discipline. It's not just not having sex. It's when you are having sex, you know what I mean, you controlling your seed.
Yeah,
You know
well,
what I'm saying?
you can fuck up.
Facts.
You can do fuck shit in a smart way too. You
Oh
know,
yeah,
I
no
mean,
question.
you don't have to be when you get out there and you do fuck shit, you know, you don't have to do it like a fuck up. You know, you can be kind of smart with your fuck shit. You know, you getting out there and you fucking these hoes, you know, at least have the wherewithal to protect your damn self. Okay, not just protect yourself from goddamn squirting a baby up in her, protect yourself from AIDS, gonorrhea, syphilis, herpes, and all the other kind of bullshit. Because guess what? If she fucked you the same night she met you, guess what? She might have fucked some nigga the same night she met him last night. So you gotta keep that in mind. God damn it. When you're doing this mess, when you do your fuck shit, use some sensibility with it, or just don't do it. All right. I don't mind you doing fuck shit, but make sure you're smart about your fuck shit. That's all I ask of you, brothers. That's all I ask of you.
Yeah, just make sure you baptize your other head with a condom. That's all.
Oh, that's it, man. Cognizant, conscious, and condom heavy. That's all you got to be, man. And you won't have 15 baby mamas.
And flush it down the toilet, fellas.
Yeah, man. Or take that motherfucker with you.
Take it with you. Thank you, brother X. Take it with you.
Take that motherfucker with you. Goddamn it. Have you like
Take
one of them
it
little
with you.
baggies where you put them shits in?
Take
that
it
shit with you. And flush that shit down the toilet at your house.
The bag you bought it from the gas station, keep that bag.
Man, keep that shit. Don't throw that. Don't go somewhere and throw it away, because some old crackhead bitch that live on the street can fucking take that shit out of there and squirt it up in her and have your ass on child support.
Are you guys saying y'all don't even trust the bitch toilet? Y'all think the toilet is a fake toilet?
Take that shit with you.
I don't got time for that shit. I'll take it with me.
Hell no. Put that shit in the bag and take that shit home with you.
I think it's paranoid. They said, fuck that. She might have a fake toilet. Nigga, take that shit with you.
Straight up. Flush it down the toilet, come back out. It come out the sink, man. No, fuck that.
Man. Ooh, God damn it. And like I said,
don't come out the shower when you take
you know what's crazy, man? Like when I was doing
that shit in the garbage at 7-Eleven, goddamn.
Yeah, when I was crazy, I was doing club promotion, right? I was be a club promoter in DC. And one night I had Vernon Davis. I was hanging out with him. He's the homie. And we was driving his cousin home into the hood in DC. And on the way back, I had this conversation with him about turkey bastes. And he couldn't believe it. I was like, yo, dude, that bitch would turkey baste your shit and put it up in her. You NFL, you about to get drafted, nigga. Yeah, I mean, it's right before he got drafted. This is when he was playing for Maryland. You know, so, you know, I had this conversation with brothers. A lot of brothers don't know. They do not know how scandalous these women get. You understand? And this is a dude that's about to run into millions of dollars, and he was completely unaware of how. He's like, get the fuck out of here. I said, dude, I'm dead serious. You would not believe me. How scandalous this shit gets. You know what I mean? I'm trying to warn him.
Man, you know, they got the drop on you, man. I mean, you know, a woman has a drop on you, especially if you taking your full condom and throwing it in her damn waste basket in her room. Shit, all she gotta do is sit there and think. She know that damn sperm stay alive for a little while in that thing. Shit, all she gotta do is take that joker and stuff up in it and turn it inside out.
Yeah.
Shit, you done
Hey,
all.
Let me ask you, fellas. How many females y'all come across that was allergic to latex?
Oh,
wow.
yeah, that's the hustle right there.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Damn, that's the hustle right there.
It's a hustle, man.
That's when I was younger. When I
Yeah,
was in the military.
I'm like,
all of a sudden I
normal
noticed that.
What's up?
A lot of
I
them
hear you.
a lot of them say they're allergic to birth control pills too.
Too.
You know,
yeah.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
they get
Well,
fat.
I can't
Or they
tell.
make them
Yeah,
fat.
yeah, and the bitch already weighed 350 pounds.
Right.
I'll tell you. Goddamn. Oh, birth control makes me fat. It's standing up
Right.
there.
I'm trying to keep my figure. Yeah.
Yeah, this
300
bitch is
pounds with 3 kids already. Like,
yeah,
okay.
it's weighed 300 pounds. She'd already had 3 babies, and she telling you how goddamn how birth control makes her gain weight. Like shit, you must continuously take it then, goddamn, because you standing up here with 5 stomachs, goddamn it.
Yeah.
They'll say anything, man, to keep from being responsible. They'll say anything.
Oh,
Okay?
man.
They
Yeah,
will say
2,000 calorie pills and shit. Yeah.
you know, she's sitting on the motherfucking couch eating a whole chicken, a whole tub of macaroni, chasing that shit down with a quarter damn Haagen-Dazs and a goddamn 2-liter Diet Pepsi and shit. Like, come on, man, get up out of here with that shit.
While the birth control pills are sitting on the table. So
yeah, they sitting on the table.
God damn.
She ain't allergic to nothing except the fucking gymnasium. She allergic to being in that. She allergic to being in that motherfucker. I'm allergic to gym equipment.
Treat that bitch like a child and tie her ass down to the bed and make her swallow after morning pill. You know what I mean?
Man.
Open your mouth, say let me see. Okay, there you go. You good.
They used to open their mouth saying that.
Yeah, especially if you're a dude of consequence, man. You know, and all the brothers up here, I know y'all are brothers of consequence, man. Y'all have jobs, y'all have money, y'all have careers, y'all have your own shit. You know, brother like y'all, man, you think it's a stretch for her to try to catch you out there? You know, you think it's a stretch, especially when she been fucking around with, you know, these good for nothing ass motherfuckers who spend most of their time in grandma's attic and the rest of the time locked out of there. So of course, when a brother like you come along, you know what I'm saying, and you know, may want to hit that, you think she's not thinking in the back of her mind, damn, you know, I could have a baby by this brother right here. He got a job, he got money in the bank, he got a car, he don't live in his grandmother's basement. You know, I mean, so brothers got to be cognizant of that shit. I know, man, we get around these women, man, and she got a nice old body. She come out them clothes and you forget everything that's going on with you and you let your dick do all the thinking, all the talking, all the everything. Sometime, because your dick is like, you ever see those pictures where the devil you be on one side and the fucking angel you be on the other side? See, the devil is your penis. Yeah, he's your penis. And he's standing up there saying, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Yeah, that's what he's telling you. Okay. Now, if you fuck around and listen, when you know your black ass ain't got no condoms or nothing, you done let the penis rule. He's standing on your shoulder saying, do it, do it, do it. You done let him win, man. You got to not let him win. You can't let your penis win all the time, man. Sometimes your penis has to take a L, especially those nights that you ain't stopped by the 7-Eleven and got no condoms. Your penis got to take a L, brother. It has to take a L. That's responsibility. When you're responsible, brother, sometimes your penis takes an L. I'm telling you.
Not really even taking the L, because if you was able to avoid that and say you make it home and rub it off, then you really, your mind, once you get that out of you, then you'll be like, oh man, you actually get a W, because then you be like,
he said that's a W.
I avoid probably 3 STDs and a lifetime of child support. So
you're goddamn right, because you know, no matter what, I mean, once your dick see a naked ass, he gonna be standing on your shoulder saying, "Do it, do it,
right."
Do it. He don't give a shit that you don't have any condoms. You think he cares?
No.
Your penis does not care. All right.
That's the nature beast. But you rub it out, and then just that's done with, your mind kick in and be like, thank God. Yes.
Goddamn right. Well,
Thank God.
we about to close this out, man. You brothers got any last words before we peel out of here?
I just want to say, man, good chopping it up with you brothers, man. Yeah, I think brothers need to do this more often, man, because there's a lot of young brothers out here who could use a lot of game right now. The world is getting dangerous. This Me Too shit is getting even more dangerous. Motherfuckers can get, their whole lives stripped and took from them just off accusations. So this shit is not going to get easier. It's not going to get any better. We got a long road to go through, especially as black men. And you see what they're trying to do. They're trying to make us the pariah. And unfortunately, a lot of our sisters are fucking with it. So this is a real serious time for us. And we can get fucked up in a lot of different ways. So talking to each other, practicing dick discipline, just being a man about yours is very important. So, X, thanks for having me on. Glad to chop it up with the brothers. And just a quick advertisement. I'm gonna be starting up my channel back up in March, and we'll be showing some things. I'm overseas right now, so I'm gonna be showing brothers a lot of shit that's going on overseas and things that I'm seeing. So I'm gonna be putting content on my channel sometime in March. All right, so go ahead and subscribe to my channel, hit the bell, and in about March, I should be putting up some new content. So,
where you at, brother?
I'm out here in Germany right now. Right now, I'm in the Tennis Mountains, man, in Germany, out in Wiesbaden. So, I'm out here. I'll be out here for the next, 3 to 5 years on assignment. So, me and my daughter, my daughter's with me. And we out here, we're gonna be traveling and going to see the, different parts of the world. So I'm gonna be uploading content and I'm gonna be talking about real shit that I see. Like X asked me a question earlier that I really couldn't answer in detail, but I'm going to answer that question because I'm going to find out. I'm gonna see how people live and see how the cultures are getting down and see other shit that's going on around the world. Plus, there's a lot of black brothers over here too, and I can already tell you the sisters are losing. You know, you know what I mean? Like, I feel bad for black women. They pay themselves in the corner, but they lack the femininity and they fucked up attitude because no one wants to touch them.
Hey, are the German men, are the German white men like asking you for the hookup? Are they asking like, hey, where can I find a black American woman?
No, they don't want to touch black women.
Okay.
That's rare. You're only going to see, you occasionally see a black woman with a German man, but it's usually an African woman. Somebody who's coming from a fucked up situation and that got complete control of the chick. But the American sisters here that I talk to, they ready to go home because they don't get no attention here. The only attention they get is from the brothers. You know what I mean? The brothers who want to deal with them. But the brothers got so many other options. It's ridiculous. You got black women over here who are from here. You got mixed women that are here from here. You have Turkish women, you have German women, you have East European women here. So it's like, why would I? And then, with sisters, man, this scowling and grilling niggas, that shit is just killing them. You know what I mean? There's women over here who are feminine. These girls over here, these women over here are feminine. All right, the women down here in this world, even like the Turkish women, very feminine, clean and beautiful and feminine. And the brothers are like, I want that. I want some femininity. I don't want a dude. I don't want a nigga. You know what I mean? And that's what these sisters are acting like. They act like raunchy niggas. So anyway, it is what it is. They want to keep going the path they want to go down. The only reason they feel like they're winning because in the States, they can take money through the womb. They can take power through the womb because of the state, how the States is. And part of that problem in the States is because brothers are not being men. They're being simps and let themselves be used. They're so adjusted to a culture of being fucked over. And we got to shut that shit down.
True.
I totally agree. Anybody else?
Let me say something because I got to go ahead and get out of here. First off, let me say this. Thank you, Brother X. It's always be a pleasure you having me over here. Thank also to the brothers on the panel. Man, I learned a lot from you brothers. I usually, when I come over here, I do. I feel like it's like one of my favorite shows, for real. Some real brothers over here. In the chat people.
I appreciate that. I appreciate you saying that, man. I do. I appreciate that, bro.
People are respectful, and give some real game. But I have to say this, Brother X, and to the panel, and I don't know if anybody follow me on my channel. But this channel, I'm basically for to kind of shut it down. I'm not ready for to be making no more content on this channel, but I started a whole nother thing because I want to kind of have a conversation with people. I want to be like what you're doing, Brother X. I kind of want to show, I kind of got this from you and other content creators. I kind of want to hit some topics and have a conversation about it. So, but if you do have another red pill thing or whatever, you invite me again. I don't know. I want to change my name up, but I want to kind of have it my name.
Okay.
And that's why I changed the face. The other face I had, I sent it to the other channel, and I'm using this. So if you see the name change, I'm a email you too, Brother X. I'm gonna let you know ahead of time so you don't be confused.
Okay.
Thinking that I'm a troll or anything, but I just want to say, man, right. But I just want once again, I'll let anybody else want to know any information about my channel. You could probably ask Brother X. I'm gonna be chopping it up with him, and I'm gonna try to subscribe to you, Jay Shine. I've been following and listening to you for a minute, man. And I like what you be speaking on. Game changer, see you over there at City, and man, hey bro, you be speaking some real game. And I think I heard you war a couple of times on the City and channel back then. But I don't know if he's still here. But
oh yeah, I'm here.
I want to say, brothers, just keep it going, man. The younger brothers need this, and even the women, they need this, So just keep it going, brothers. I'm following you guys, and it's just mad love, man. So peace to you guys, and have a great night.
Yeah, peace, brother.
You're one of my usual suspects now, man. So I want to see you around here some of these Thursdays.
I got you. I'm just gonna be I'm gonna come as myself. I'm not, as the why you mad. I'm gonna have a name now with it. So
all right. I feel you, my man. Thanks for coming through, brother.
All right, no problem. Peace, brothers.
Peace. Anybody else? Any final words?
Thanks for having me. And to the chat room, subscribe to Game Changer 00100. New channel, but got some good stuff on it.
Yeah, man. Get on down there, check it out. Brother War, you still with us? I know War, he be doing shit while he on the stream. He probably driving, cross country while he on. You there, War? Nope. I don't think he's there. No, I don't think he's there. Well, I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight, man. Good show tonight. Good chop up session, man. I want to thank all the brothers in the chat. What's up, brother Xanatos? I see you up there, man. God damn, I should have had Xanatos on here tonight, man. Next time, brother. Next time. I want to thank everybody in the chat. I also want to thank my mods, always in there doing what they got to do up in here. And I also want to thank you for coming out tonight, spending some time with us and watching us. Now, what I want you to do now is what I ask you to do every damn week. I want you to go down the Prophet of Thought series on Facebook. That's Prophet of Thought, one word series, the next word on Facebook. That's our community page. Go ahead, like the page, follow the page, share the page, jump on the page and check out what's going on. You can always find out what's going on the TPOT YouTube page, and you can find out what's going on with me there as well. And while you're on Facebook, you might as well go ahead and hop onto the TPOT bandwagon page. Now, that's a personal page. You can actually send that page a friend's request, and I'll make sure it gets confirmed quick. Also, because y'all see we got a lot of Facebook shit, right? Go over to the Prophet of Thought series fan group page. That's the Prophet of Thought series fan group page. Go ahead, request to be a member. You'll get accepted quick. If you have problems getting accepted in the group, just drop old X a line. I'll make sure you get in there. I'll talk to my admins and they'll get you right in there. Also, check us out on WhatsApp and Instagram. Well, actually, my WhatsApp is different because I had to get another phone, y'all. So I got to update that shit. So I guess that'll be on the Instagram. That'll be on the Instagram page as well. But check us out on Instagram. That's Prophet of Thought on Instagram. Leave out the series. Just Prophet of Thought on Instagram. Here we go again. Here we go again. I need y'all to get your black behinds down there to Twitter. The Twitter handle is at TPOT Media on Twitter. That's at TPOT Media on Twitter. Go ahead, follow us on Twitter, or I will haunt you in your dreams till the 4th of July. Once again, I want to thank everybody for coming out, man. Checking out some of this red pill stuff tonight. If you didn't catch the whole thing and you're watching it on the playback, you might want to go ahead and rewind it back, because a lot of red pill nuggets got dropped tonight, and I'm sure you're going to want to catch them. Once again, I want to thank y'all, man, for coming through tonight. I appreciate you coming through, watching. I got quite a few donations tonight, too. I didn't get a chance to go through them all, but you already know I'm going to check them out, and I'm going to make sure that I go ahead and write you a nice little email thanking you and talking shit to you at the same time. But I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight, and I definitely want to thank my distinguished panel. Brother Jay Shine, my man Game Changer. Brother War Secrets, my man Why You Mad TV. I want to thank all of you brothers for coming out tonight. I appreciate it, man. Good show, and we got to do this again next week. So make sure you have your black behinds here, same time, same YouTube page, 9:30 p.m. Eastern time, right here on DXL on the TPOT YouTube page. You already know. So with that, I will leave you with 3 words, like I always do. Open your minds, and we are out of here, y'all.
Dark exit, dark exit, dark. We gotta stop this shit.
Peace, folks.
Think about this. Dark exit. Stop this shit. Dark incident, dark incident, dark incident, dark incident, dark.
Only from TV. Open your minds.